Just a second, Thomas.
Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of Die For Me, where a group of us friends are going to attempt to play Dungeons & Dragons. A couple of things to announce tonight. First thing, as some of you might be able to see on the table, we have new dice trays. And they were made, and are very beautifully made, might I add, by our good friend, Ross.
You gotta see the inside though.
Yes, it does have our logo on leather and on the inside. I thought Ross was going to come in. He's in the kitchen.
He's hiding.
But he failed to do so. There he is.
Yay!
He was getting food. But yes, a huge shout out to Ross for making our dice trays. And, you know, maybe keep an eye out. An Instagram page on his amazing woodwork might be popping up at some point. And we might be talking about it. But
if I feel like it.
Yeah, if we feel like it. But no, Ross has done amazing work. He did the DM screen for us. He did the table for us. He's now done these dice trays for us, and that's why he was on as a guest star, because we like him a lot, and for everything he does. Except for he charges too much. No.
That's hardly in the room.
No, he does not. But yeah, really awesome. It has all of our names. It's really, really cool. We're very excited. But a couple other shout-outs. Shout out to our minis painter, although she got mad at me because I had unpainted minis on the... But she has some of my minis that she hasn't painted yet, so that's on her.
There's an unpainted mini on the table right now.
What?
Yes, there is.
It's the biggest one.
That's mine.
I'm a failure. No. But huge shout out to Flipper at Instagram, FL1P_3R. She is amazing at everything she does. Please check her out. If you want to commission anything with her, she does do commissions. Another shout out to our social media liaison, Jazzy.
Yay, Jazzy.
She works really hard. She has very difficult people to work with because we don't send videos when we're supposed to, even though she keeps bothering us about it, and we just fail to do so. But
Speaking of which, I need more videos, guys.
we will send more videos.
We're shy.
We are shy. We're so shy that we decided to do a live D&D. But
And 90% of you are in the theater.
yeah,
And shy.
and shy. But no. And then a huge shout out to Pam for getting us into Phoenix Fan Fusion this year. Thank you so much for that, Pam. And we hope to do it again next year and see everybody there. Thank you again, Ross. We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, our panel's on June 6th at noon.
You're North 125.
Get your own soda. Ross isn't our butler as well as making our...
He does buttle very well.
He does. He is a very good butler.
I haven't met very many people that can buttle the way Ross does.
I know.
That's what I'm
Ross is
saying.
a great
No one
butler.
can buttle like Ross.
Right?
Like, if they were to do another live action Batman, we got our Alfred. He
Exactly.
buttles very well.
Making up our own vocabulary. Always fun.
Buttle's a word.
Buttle's a real word, man.
It's what a butler does.
Yes.
Of course.
That's why they're called butlers. The and
Like when fingers sting.
Anyways. But yes, and a huge shout out to all of you guys who continue to check us out every week. We appreciate you guys, and to our new subscribers. We got a few of those, so thank you for subscribing, thank you for checking us out, and we hope we can meet your expectations.
We hope we can exceed your expectations.
No, we're trying to meet. If we can meet first, then we're good.
Guys, if you shoot for the moon, then you'll land among the stars.
I'd like to
That
subvert
was
their
beautiful.
expectations
Thanks.
personally.
That
the moon is
was
about 4
beautiful.
light seconds away. The closest star is about 4 light years. So no.
The closest star is the sun.
Or it might land on the
Okay.
side of a mountain.
Oh,
That is true.
space burn.
I'm talking planet.
Roll for damage.
Sure.
Sun damage? Stop it, Adonis.
I've done that a few
Yes, he's
times.
licking my dress.
Unfortunate.
In his head.
All right.
Really soft.
Hey, this is you, not me this time.
So,
Oh yeah, I got
without
food.
further ado, huh?
I said, oh yeah, I got food.
Yes, I do too. I haven't had a chance to eat it.
Just
I'm trying to find.
It's got the flavor.
Flavor.
All right, so last we left off. I should do a little more cheering. We're not in evil territory.
I was like, I don't remember being somewhere dark and spooky.
You're gonna do a cap up, right?
Huh?
You're gonna do a recap, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, what's a kappa?
So, last we left off,
Get with
the
the mother
Displaced
slain.
8 had made their way to the village of... Wow. I just... Thank you,
The
Sutton.
village of WoW.
The village of WoW, yes.
I'm
The
pretty
village
Sure
of
that's
Sutton.
copyrighted.
Wow, I am...
Happened all of a sudden.
Yeah. I hate you so much.
I know.
I'm surprised that's the first time that happened.
Right?
Because he was gone.
He was gone.
Where you found yourself surrounded by scores and scores of undead. You managed to fight your way through.
They're just so pretty.
They are. Fight your way through to the actual village where you found a cult of unknown origin. You did battle, were a little unsuccessful in winning,
The first
but
time.
managed to escape. Upon doing so, you were met by a blonde-haired elven creature.
Sorry.
All right.
Thomas was licking my arm, and
Oh.
now I smell like dirty dog.
Are you wearing lotion?
Huh?
Are you wearing lotion? Oh. My dog's down below. He just loves licking people.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Obsessively.
Whoa.
It's important context.
But
After their fight the dog.
you quickly accepted his mission, where you were transported to the Feywild, where you overcame many obstacles and found yourselves in a cave. In this cave was a very large creature, a beholder, as some of you would know. You did battle. In the midst of this battle, a longtime ally reappeared and promptly went to sleep.
I was tired. I ran a lot, okay?
You managed to defeat the beholder, although losing one of your party, and another one being petrified. The blonde-haired elven man appeared, brought back your petrified cleric, but it was unfortunately too late to do a revive with Felix. However, Pearson, through vigorous prayer, managed to convince Pelor to lend aid. Pelor made his presence known, and through some good rolls amongst all of you, Felix was brought back. You then followed the elven man, who, after saving his wife, you learned that he was from the Feywild, and some of the characters professed their love for each other. And you stayed the night with the promise of returning back to where you guys left off. You got a good night's rest. In the morning, you learned that the elven man, his name was Rokeren, where you guys, some of you recognize the name, as an archfey celestial. Very powerful. And he promised that if you ever find yourselves in the Feywild again, all you need to do is call his name, and he will come to your aid. You then went back, did battle once again with more of the cultists, killing a good chunk of them, and then disguised yourselves to make your way back to the village. You made your way up to the actual leader of the village, unassaulted?
Unimpeded.
Unimpeded, that is a good way. Unscathed, that's another good one. But you made your way up and instantly began attacking the cult leader and the stone.
Flawlessly.
Flawlessly.
There was nothing that went wrong.
Sure.
Exactly as
Let,
planned.
sure, let's go with that. Nobody died at all.
It was
Nobody of consequence.
Correct. No one that we care about.
Nobody probably died.
That's true, nobody permanently died.
True. Nobody permanently died.
We just got
But
lucky.
Garadon, unfortunately,
Dead
was
clone.
killed. But brought back by Telesig.
Hooray! Thank you, Taliesin.
You then saw all the cultists begin to kill themselves, and begin to the blood that was drained from each of them began to make its way to the stone. You did manage to catch some of it in a bag of holding, but you were unable to prevent it fully.
What's the name of the bag? The blood bag?
The blood bag now?
There you
The
go.
blood bag of holding?
I need that bag.
You have it.
You have it.
Oh.
back.
You open it up so that Gardon
The
could
bag of blood.
put it in.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
What?
You didn't see that part?
didn't see that
was
part?
Oh, I
totally
slipped it
you.
right
So
in.
after
We all
Lopek
agree that
started
was
making
definitely
his
a
speech,
character.
We'll get to that part in just a minute here. So,
yeah,
You'll love it.
I lost connection.
you guys did a little bit of research, found some information on what or who could potentially have been in that stone that disappeared. You then began your travels back to the capital of this kingdom. Upon entering the canyon, you left behind all your pendants that seems to have held the zombies in.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Except for.
We wore ours. Kept a few.
Yes,
And then
kept
mine had
four.
the rest.
But you continued on your journey, and Lokeg, curious about what would happen if Gardon put his sword in the blood, opened up the bag, and Gardon gently slid it in
Just the tip for like
To-
5 seconds.
to Lokeg's bag, and held it in there for 5 seconds, letting it soak.
That was a very long 5 seconds.
I do appreciate you at least shaking the bag for me.
Yeah. Bouncing up and down a
Jumped
little bit.
yeah.
But yeah, you guys missed a few things. But
Yeah. Just cutting in and out.
you watched as Gardon, his wings popping out of his back, and his necrotic shroud spreading not 10 feet but up to 50 feet, and it held instead of 1 minute for 15 minutes. The blade itself able to cut through wood as though it was butter.
Quick question. What is necrotic shroud again?
It's when his wings pop out and he has like
So I
a
do
dark
creepy
energy.
shit.
It's like a dark energy surrounds him.
So you run off of blood?
No, not normally, but it was amplified based on the sword.
My subclass has the ability for necrotic shroud. So it's basically like the skeleton wings that pop out, like blackish smoke comes off me and they
So
get all scared.
hypothetically, if I collect enough blood, it could like boost you.
Potentially.
I guess.
All right,
We
line up
did
the
it for
goats.
science.
I'm not gonna lie. I keep rolling. I'm like, this is cursed. I keep rolling.
Upon learning this,
nines and
you all cautioned Gardon to be a little more careful. Pearson, sensing certain things, cautioned him to use this hesitantly. But you all continued on your journey, heading towards the farm of Ricardo, where you left your drake babies and the egg of the dragon that was promised to Gardon.
And a whole bunch of scales.
so
And a whole bunch
when
of skins.
everybody was looting and rummaging around, did we find anything in the town?
There were a few things that were found.
I have 50 gold for each of you. I'll pass out 50 gold to each of you.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'll have to get some more health potions because I'm pretty much out.
There were no health potions found.
No, I
He
said
needs to go
with
get
the
some.
gold.
Yes, the purchase.
Besides that, we didn't find anything interesting or to add to the story.
There were a few books
What
that were
level?
found.
Dibbles can barely make us food.
I have a
I'm
book
good at
on
that. I'm
Orcus.
good at health potions. I don't screw those up.
There were a few books that were found.
I have one with like Orcus.
There was stuff about Orcus. There was stuff about some of the other demons. But there was one that you guys are trying to currently decipher. You and Medina.
Yeah, because everybody was reading books and stuff in the corner.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Medina and
Felix is trying to
Gardon
swipe all the books.
have been, yes, that
Books
was
they
a
couldn't
fun.
read.
Letters.
Books they couldn't read, guys.
So I cut out at one part. We went from being in the town into a cave. How did we get to the cave? Was it in the town, or we were in somewhere?
You guys went to a farm.
Okay, so it was on a farm. Okay.
But yeah, you guys did find a few books. Some items were collected by other people, but that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So you guys are currently on the road making your way back to first Ricardo and then to the capital afterwards. Is there anything you guys wish to do while you travel? Anything you guys wish to talk about?
So, okay, I can make you potions. It just
Like-
depends on how much diamond dust we have and how much time. Depends on how strong we can make
I don't have any. I gave everything to Telesine.
them. Just, I'm just letting you know.
Telesing has plenty of diamonds. Are we able to make that into dust?
Yeah, but that's for who?
We can. Well, here's the thing: is we can use.
I'm trying
I
to
use
save that
diamond.
for
I use
keep it
diamond
back to,
dust
like,
because it is cheaper, but I can do it out of diamonds.
Okay, what level?
It just depends on time now and how much diamond we do.
But you have to be
I know that
stationary.
you can bring people back to life, so that sounds.
I mean, if we're in a bar,
But if we're, depending on
You guys
how
do
many
not have
diamonds, we
cart-
could
a
parse
cart
out
right
a
now.
few of
You
them
lost your
to
cart.
prevent
do we
people
have a
from
baby
having
Bjorn
to
and
be
you can just wrap me up in
back
that
to
and I'll
life.
just
Uh-huh.
use that just right
Well, he's
on.
got a back Bjorn for Telesing. We could have a front Bjorn for Bibbles and just
I'm just the
be a
local
low keg
mule now.
sandwich.
But yeah, it just depends on time and how much access to gems I have. I can make it.
Okay.
So just FYI, I mean,
Give me a mount for like a superior or something if you can make that.
we set it on half the cost of it normally going towards how much diamond I need. So what is the cost for the superior?
A superior is usually between.
20 gold.
Hmm?
20 gold.
Sure.
Got him,
Oh,
guys.
he said sure.
No, no.
Not the
Nope,
kind
it's
of
on
timing.
camera. We got you.
It's on camera.
A superior is usually between 2,500 to even 3,500.
So do you roll for that or do you charisma for that?
Well, that okay. So what would be 3,000 in diamond?
1,500.
So didn't I think we had decided on? We talked about this before, and I'm trying to remember what the deal was, like how we decided this.
Are you just taking the midpoint and dividing it by
Well, kind of, but then we were also talking about like basically how to use this stuff across. Because I've got quite a bit of diamond dust still, but I haven't.
Can you use Bitcoin? I hear it carries lots of
So
value.
I know I have enough for about 4 regulars.
Well, just saying when Lowkeg's fighting, Lowkeg's getting his ass kicked now, so he needs something that's gonna
Yeah.
not have to be done
more
every
bang
round.
for his buck instead of more often.
So when
Yeah.
did we work that out? How much would that be?
So basically, when you have the capability of making potions yourself,
Yeah.
basically the cost is going to be half of what it would normally cost to purchase.
Yeah.
So for you, it'd be probably about 1,500 gold
Okay. So
to make a superior.
So what would 1,500 in diamond dust be?
1,500.
No, I mean in diamonds, in the weight.
1,500.
It depends on the size of the diamond.
Okay, so
But
where do
listen-
we get diamond dust from?
that was part of it that we talked about. Like it was actually gems in general, but then we had talked about using diamond dust because I got a collection of that offhand.
We put diamonds in Lokag's molars and he ground them down.
It's not what. Yeah, because remember I bought the diamond dust from that one gem shop.
I think you just
way
need to
back.
know what part of town you need to go to and find the right guy at the park.
I don't remember talking about diamond dust for health potions. Because
I thought it was like herbs and
Well,
stuff.
Well,
What-
no,
Yeah.
no, it's gems and time.
Well, whatever you guys decide on, just kind of give me like a figurative.
We're just
Yeah.
looking for some crystals.
it
that'll
would be
give you
1,500.
election.
So you'd have to go find 1,500 gold worth of diamond dust if that's what we talked about.
Diamond or diamond dust?
would be
It's
diamond
honest-
dust for the
it's,
potion.
It's gem. It doesn't have to be actually dust. It can't be just diamond. But I asked specifically if I could.
But specifically diamond, not just gems.
for the health potion use.
Okay.
So are we basically making like Goldschlager?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, question followed by a what if? Do you think that red dragon is still in the village that he trampled for revenge?
I think he's gone.
But it's-
Because I mean, if everybody's dead, they don't need their
What?
stuff. And we're really hurting.
I have a
so
moral objection, and I don't think we're really hurting.
we could bury them and take their stuff.
An adult dragon?
No, it was an
It's
ancient.
an ancient dragon.
Ancient?
Yeah.
It was an ancient.
Yeah, you remember in the hole?
Yeah, that was an ancient. I mean, you don't know.
Just saying, they don't need all that gold that they made. We
You
can put it to
you
good use saving
He
people.
wasn't very friendly.
Keith, I'll say a famous line. You can certainly try.
Or we could talk the other one into going with us.
I don't think they'll go with us.
Yeah, 'cause she hasn't been through enough.
Haven't we all?
Not
Oh,
like
you
that.
haven't been through enough?
That dragon has been through too much for us.
I think I'd rather avoid that dragon for now.
Yeah.
We might
Realistic.
Gardon. Like, Gardon could take the dragon.
Yeah.
In
I mean,
a
I'm
fight?
just worried about
One-handed.
you guys on the ground.
One
I
hand.
don't think that's.
Now
Not
that
fight.
he's got Lokak's blood bag,
Did you use all the blood in it, or is there still some left?
I don't know.
I think that's.
There's some left. There's
There's
a lot.
definitely some.
There's a lot left.
It was only 5 seconds of soaking.
I have to ask, what makes you say that we're hurting?
Financially?
Do you need money? Do you need a loan?
No. Look at no take loans.
Okay.
Only
would you-
gifts.
would you
He's already
like-
got a big
would you
ass
like
one.
1,000
Give him the
gold?
money.
No.
Okay.
Says he'll tell us he'll never be alone.
I don't think we need to loot the dead to make a living.
Didn't we just do that?
Yeah, but they deserved it. That's the difference.
So you're saying the people who enslaved the dragons don't?
I'll loot with you if that makes you happy. I'll loot with you if that makes
Do
you
you
happy.
think that those innocent villagers imprisoned and
Didn't-
tortured a dragon? I'm pretty sure it was that camp of assholes that we
It
killed.
was a cap of assholes. They're all dead now.
Yeah, but wasn't it that one that was selling eggs and everything too? So they were profiting off of it.
I remember that we weren't terribly sad that the dragon went that way, honestly. I remember that. It was mentioned.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I don't want to fuck with the dragon. You should do whatever you want.
The dragon did say
I'm
that
going to
he was
have
letting
to
us
second that.
go. He didn't say that we were friends now.
We were spared.
It's pretty
Reluctantly.
rude.
Interesting mixture.
Freed his ass. I'll let you guys live.
It would be ruder if he didn't.
I mean, we had everybody dolphin diving into the hole with them, so I can see why he was a little flustered.
Didn't he try to eat you?
He's been in that hole for a while. He was institutionalized.
Then,
Well, I only went down because
okay, they're trees.
I had to.
I guess we're having this conversation and I know we're just walking.
We're walking. It's
You have
on.
no cart.
It is slightly slower progress. As you guys heard, just walking. Excuse me.
I would like to know, if I may ask,
We've
Bibbles,
rested, right?
what's been going on? Like, you were gone for ages and ages. And I'm sure you had lots of crazy adventures. You've definitely come back to a little, different.
Well, that was crazy.
It's got a nice tan.
Yes.
Very nice.
I guess.
He's Tanner.
Oh. Get out.
All right, guys, we're level 9.
For enduring that
At
I
level
am
9,
now.
someone is roulette
Double level
chosen to be the next DM. Where are you going?
I need some water.
Oh, just keep
All right,
role playing, keep
I'll DM.
So,
So,
everybody's level 9.
lore drop.
Okay.
You know you want to tell us. You've been itching to tell us.
You should tell however much
I
you
think
feel
that
comfortable.
itch might be related to something else.
Which I'm sure he'll tell us about that too.
Maybe adventures and trees, but
Okay. So, okay. After I left with that tiefling in the cave, we walked for about 2 weeks to get to this village, Elfin village. I had been there previously, and it was a predominantly elfin village
Town.
town. That's what I said sometimes in bigger voices. So we got to this town, and the tiefling that I had been traveling with had assured me that that is where Antonin and his dad, Zara, had been staying. So we got there, and I ended up letting that one tiefling go, but not before giving him something to always remember me by.
A
And
lock of your hair.
a couple slashes across the cheeks, but I found him.
You found Antonin?
I did. He was with his dad and not in a healthy relationship. His dad had obviously been hurting him. And so I wanted to try and get him out of there. I was successful in doing so, and I will go into detail about that later, but I was successful in getting him out of there. We ran really fast and really hard. And suddenly the ground opened up underneath me and I fell into the bay.
So you haven't seen Antonin since you were in the Fey realm?
No.
But you got him out.
I got him
He's
out.
alive somewhere.
That I know of, we were being pursued. I'm how things went down. Still with us or not. So as I tried to reach back for Antonin and he tried to reach for me, I grabbed his wrist and his bracelet came off. You guys see me hold up his black bracelet with these beads on it and everything. And that came off, but the portal that I fell through closed while we were still being chased, so I don't know what happened to Antonin.
Can you find where you fell on the map?
At some point, I know where they probably took him back to if he's still alive, but
Well, I mean, if he escaped,
we were still being pursued.
so just because you're being pursued doesn't mean he didn't get away.
I don't know. That's my point.
That's
I don't know what happened. And the thought of losing him again put me into a very dark place. Very dark, as a matter of fact. I was lost in the Fae. How long were you guys there?
A day?
A day.
I was there for.
No, we were there for 3.
Total of 3, but you.
I was
Before
there.
he showed it was 1 day.
It was 2 days.
In our world, it
Oh.
was 1 day.
In our world, it was no days.
Yeah.
In our world, it was
Good
literally
point.
the same
That's
exact
fair.
time it was when we left.
All right.
I
forget
was
said
there
anything. I
for
wasn't here.
about 2
That's true.
You were there that whole time?
Yes. I was lost. I was surviving the best I could, fighting whatever, wandering, trying to figure out how to get back, but I was there for 2 months. And that's when I was approached by a patron, letting me know that they could offer me a way to either help get Anson back if he's still alive, or to get revenge on those that took him from me again. And I accepted.
You actually saw this patron?
I did not. I thought I did. It was a bird.
We're still working on that. You heard a caw.
And I was like, I accept. So it was a bird, but but in my eye.
What
in
if
my
it
mind's
really
eye-
is a bird?
In my mind's eye, I
It's just
saw it. But
some evil
um,
sparrow. Delusions of grandeur.
So, anyways, I accepted this offer, and at this point, do I know?
No.
Like,
No.
okay.
No. They, other than the one time that you had that conversation, they have not appeared to you again. But however, you do remember waking up holding.
Yes.
What?
So, after this conversation, I suddenly awoke, and I was holding this, and I pull out.
Speak louder.
Yes. I woke up holding this, and I pull out a scimitar. And
Does it look like Gary's stuff?
what's that?
Does it look like Gary's stuff?
No.
His blade's certainly different than mine.
Mine looks more like what they call a Windleaf scimitar.
So a bit more elven design kind of thing?
In a way, but little different. But
I mean, does it look like fancy rather than brutal?
it looks fancy, yes. And it's a scimitar that kind of comes up to almost like a leaf point, and it looks like it's got engraved vines on it.
Do they match your glowing tattoos?
The vines in a way, but these are not tattoos.
Well, I don't know.
I know.
What are they?
They
Wait,
are.
bruises?
I didn't get any of those.
I'm sorry.
He's just
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
He's got 2 patrons and he goes, I didn't get any of those.
Those are my tattoos.
I don't know. I don't have a necrotic shroud.
I'm just a
Buck
jealous
up.
17-year-old, alright? I just want some
Dang.
tattoos, like all the grown-ups.
So no, all I know is that when I get a little bit more angry, they seem to glow and they grow a little bit, and they
So you
don't
get thick
really
and veiny?
recede.
What do you mean they don't receive?
That's nice because it happens to a
Meaning
lot of men.
after, like
your
after
age.
they started from my chest area, and as they kind of branch out, they don't retreat back. If I get
So if
angry,
you get angry, they
You've
go.
been angry a
And if
lot.
you get angry more, they grow more.
I was very mad at the fact that I lost Antonin's wife.
Misplaced.
And so I.
Martina, he's not a thing.
Anyways, so that's when I realized that I had some powers similar to that of Gary over
Carry
there.
the tattoos.
Notice.
You're right.
And I spent some time trying to perfect being able to use things such as Eldritch Blast.
It's pretty sweet, isn't it?
It's kind of awesome. Like, to vicious mock someone and then while they're crying, just shoot them in the face. It's kind of fun. It's the best.
You guys start to see some of those things start to glow just a little bit.
So, I had noticed that my skin had changed colors, and I noticed another thing about myself.
Like?
Did something else grow?
I lost my wings.
Sorry.
What?
What?
They're 2 things at once.
What though?
I'm trying to catch up.
I lost my wings.
Completely? Or you
I-
just lost control of them?
No, they are gone. I can feel inside me that they are no longer there.
Did you trade them for your tattoos?
That's a odd trade.
Possibly, but I am
It may be an
still figuring
uninformed
this out
trade.
as I go right now.
Carrie, you can't have tattoos and wings.
So I
I
lost
can't.
my wings, but I gained some warlock style powers, and I am going to do what I can to try and find Antonin and seek revenge on those who A, took him the first time, and B, may take him again. But
Once you find Antonin, can you get your wings back?
I don't know.
Well, I'm just. He
No,
lost part of
it's-
him.
Honestly, it's a fair question because maybe the wings left because of my anger. I no longer had that addiction aura. Now it became more about anger. So I don't know. It's a fair question, and I just honestly cannot tell you. I'm learning this about myself as is.
Have you tried singing?
Oh God, many a times.
And instead, you just get veiny?
It's. Go ahead and summon wings right now.
Shit self.
It's that.
I've never had wings though. I don't even know what I'm missing. I just think they're neat.
It's like it's like suddenly trying to see out of your elbow. It's like you just don't have that ability. You
Feel
can
it.
try,
You used
but
to
it's-
do that?
no. But what I'm saying
I
is,
believe you.
To do what?
See out of your elbow.
it's like
Oh, gee,
trying to
thanks.
use an appendage that is
If
just
anyone-
not there anymore.
Can you still feel them? Like,
No.
you know, like when you have like a hand amputated and.
I've never had a hand amputated.
Would you like to?
No.
Why?
No. But no, I genuinely don't even feel them in my presence anymore.
Did it hurt?
There was a lot that hurt.
Did it physically hurt?
Like ripping them off?
There's a lot. It felt losing him again felt like my soul was ripped out, and that may have been killing my reason. I don't know. But I
Do you
was-
think Antonin has your wings?
how?
How did you lose them? Exactly.
They weren't exactly physical.
Right, but I'm just saying, he
Kelsey?
says that losing Antonin felt like losing part of his soul, and also that could have been when he lost his wings. So what if somehow your wings were transferred to Antonin for safekeeping? I don't know how it works.
I don't either, but maybe it's on a wing and a prayer.
Nice.
Wow.
That's a good way to wrap it up.
So that's what happened, but I was stuck in the Fae for, by my calculations, about 2 plus.
That's crazy.
I was
If
there
we
the
can
whole-
find the spot where you disappeared and lost Antonin, we might be able to figure out what happened. Like if we can
Oh,
track if there was a scuffle and
I will definitely be going back there. I cannot ask that of you guys to take on this quest line for me. I don't know exactly what I'm walking into. I don't know why his father hates him so much, but yet refuses to just let him go. I don't know if there's more there at play than anything. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And to ask you guys to step into this over just...
we're all stepping into each other's quests.
And I will be glad to help any and all of you. I can't ask you guys to do that.
Speak louder.
I can't ask you guys to do that for me.
We're
With
here to
me,
help you as well.
On me, in me, whatever it is.
Except
By the way, I
Christian.
missed you, Felix.
I don't know how I feel after that string
Okay.
of sentences before that.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on.
I.
I think
Okay,
Felix
I-
is dedicated to his wife.
That's fine. I still.
Felix
miss
has been
you.
going through some shit. Felix died.
He was there.
I was
there.
Were you asleep?
I was asleep, but
He was
remember, I
He
was
helps
one of the
to-
prayer.
He woke up shortly after.
Oh, you did pray.
Yeah.
I woke up
He
in
helped
his
each other
arms.
through the
After the
soldiers.
battle.
Well, sometimes dying fucks you up a little bit mentally. I wouldn't know.
What?
I was completely unfazed by the times I died.
It meant nothing.
Listen, you
Midnight.
can't speak for everybody.
Okay, wingless. That's fine.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Tell us to cast calm emotions.
I'll let it play out.
She said, I don't
Not that I'll let
She
him
said
go.
no,
Just
popcorn.
like fantasy the clap.
It's getting good.
It was getting good.
3 days from now.
3 days from now, she'll fix it.
That really hurts, Ray.
I almost said something, but I don't want to cast vicious mockery on you.
It's fine. I can't take it.
I can heal it if you do. So.
Okay, Matt. No.
Not the okay, I'll do
so-
it.
Please, my wisdom is so low.
Okay. It's the first time you've gone down and people actually were happy about it.
Oh! Is it because of the teeth? It's the teeth,
It's the
isn't
teeth.
it?
It's the teeth.
Yeah. They're all very, very
Twice
pointy.
Make a wisdom
We're
save.
walking
Make
now.
a-
What time
Make a
is it?
wisdom save.
You can add 5 to it because I'm
You
standing
guys, you
next
guys
to
are walking and talking, having this
Just
conversation.
wanna know what time of day it is.
It looks like it's somewhere around 1,
cool.
maybe 2 in
Okay.
the afternoon.
Yeah.
Can you,
26.
I think that probably. Does 26 beat your DC?
No.
No.
In
Oh,
what world does it
No.
not?
I'm just kidding. I have like a crazy high
Cool.
DC.
Yeah,
Guys,
I'm
Bibbles
fine
is
about
different.
it. I'm
Yeah,
fine
Bibbles
about
is
it.
different. Built
Something
different.
happened.
I can crush an egg with my arm.
I'm fine
That's
about
funny.
it.
Anyways,
But
so
yes, tell
what
us
about
again,
you
it
guys?
is
What were you
about
up
2
to
minutes.
for the months or so that I was gone?
We did lots of
Can you actually show us your new play?
Thank you. I just want the peanuts.
He pulls it out of
Kill
the
him.
sheath.
I'm not gonna take the wall and put my hand on it.
As you go to
I sense
reach,
anything.
your hand stops. Your arm seizes, and you cannot reach forward. and
Neither
actually
of your
grab
daddies
it.
want you to cheat on
Not
them.
another.
There's too many. 3's already up.
Can I insight check that?
Make an insight check.
Blade?
Yes.
Can I cast detect good and evil?
On.
If this, well,
Like,
I'm
roll
just
it off.
casting it on me.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
I know what I'm
16.
getting.
16. You get the sense that your current daddies don't want you fooling around with anybody else.
Not that I want to like take the blade, just to feel it, sense it.
They're not. There's something that is forcing you. That's just not. You're not able to touch it.
Okay. I would like to actually pull out both of my blades
Okay.
and touch my falchion to it.
You're gonna make the tips kiss.
I like it. I'm waiting for this.
He's 17.
Oh, I did not. Sorry, I thought this was.
Bibbles.
No, you did not think that
Oh
was
my
me.
gosh, the case.
I'm trying to see if I can get a good picture of what this blade would look like.
All right, so you take your which one? The falchion.
The Falcon.
So,
As you take the falchion, you reach it forward to touch his blade, and you notice that as it gets close, the falchion
This
disappears.
Oh,
How about the long sword?
You move the long sword forward, and as it gets close,
And then can I call them back into my hands?
as you they come back.
Oh, they're doing this weird shit again. You guys could just communicate, right?
We hear him talking.
so
Yeah, you can hear
Okay.
him saying that.
Talking.
I send it to you in chat, Jazz. You can put it on whatever, but that's what my
I
blade
was
is.
just talking to myself.
When did you send it? Oh,
right now.
it's there.
That's pretty.
Can I touch his sword?
As you reach your hand out, you are stopped.
Interesting.
Seems like they don't want to play with each other.
But
Wait, so does that mean that if you guys spar, you won't be able to use your swords?
against each other.
Still have
Maybe
like,
in that aspect we might, but this is like, because
Curiosity.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to teach me how to use Eldritch Blast. I'm getting used to it.
So it's a
I'm
dagger?
not sure Bibbles should ever be able to.
That's a scimitar.
Carrying two blades, I found
Oh,
a
so
lot
that's
Just
easier
assume
to
it's
big
bigger.
blade. Okay.
Yeah.
Use the blade as
The
a
miniature size, bigger.
interesting idea.
Bigger than a
Not
dagger.
pull it out and it
but
falls
not-
over.
Right.
So if you stab someone and then cast Eldritch Blast,
Mm.
gunplay. I like it. Hydrostatic shock, go boom.
So, as you guys continue to move forward,
Oh, no.
having these conversations,
Did they just become best friends?
do they want to go do karate in the garage?
Let's go to karate.
Having these conversations, huh?
What's a garage?
They bunked it.
What's going on? Alright, sorry, Jace, continue.
You guys continue to move forward, traveling at a much slower pace without your cards, so you do not quite make it to Ricardo's. But you guys set up camp for the evening. Is there any conversations you guys wish to have before you guys all go to sleep? Or
We should tell Bibbles about what happened with the dragons and Ricardo's, so he knows.
Dragon D's.
so here's what happens. And I'll tell
And
them.
we tell it.
All right, and you guys divulge
Rewatch
everything.
the episodes.
You learn all that happened. Watch the episodes.
But it was crazy.
You guys went through that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane!
What
Yeah.
Garudon did was absolutely insane.
I know that's
And then
crazy.
Pearson.
Oh, Pearson. That's
Suicidal.
you know.
I felt.
And then you two.
Keep an eye
Yeah.
on Pearson.
Yeah.
He does
Keep an
great
eye.
shit.
Pearson, I've got my eye on you. I've learned so much.
Yep.
So much I've just learned.
Low keg topped a bunch of trees down. Chopped. I can't talk.
And,
Pretty.
I have a dragon egg.
Except for
Waiter.
Dragon.
And we have pet drakes,
And you have pet drakes.
right?
No.
Yeah, it's 2 pet drakes.
Not
a red
with-
one and a
not
blue
with
one.
you
Not,
right
not
now.
with us.
Yeah.
That was 3.
It was 2, and then the egg that was promised to Gary, the dragon egg.
The rose gold dragon egg.
Yes.
Wow.
So are we winding down for the night? Is that what's happening?
That's what I'm assuming. So
They're
So
done. Sorry, you go ahead.
I was just gonna. So the in plan, we're going here, and then what are we doing after? We're going back to the village. Yeah.
we're going back to the capital because you guys were sent. The whole reason why you went here, you were given a job by the emperor to go
And we brought
see
proof.
what was going on, and if possible, stop it. If you stopped it, you got paid more.
We stopped it. Do we bring proof?
We've got all those amulets.
I do have the tentacle for the beholder.
Yeah. Yep.
And we have an extra pendant as well.
I had my GoPro on the whole time. So.
All right, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, I would say the tentacle from the beholder would count as.
I used my spell record.
I
It
cast
lasts.
playback.
Indefinitely.
until dispelled.
It's called memories.
It's just like that cloudy, floating cloud deck from Mario Kart just above your heads.
Singing more like Dumbledore.
Uh-oh.
So, Garadon,
Yeah.
have you given any more thought to me potentially treating your blade?
What do you mean by treating it?
So, I'm going to keep it completely honest with you. There's a very intense evil in that sword. And I'm worried about you. I know that we talked about you having a lid on it, but it would be a mistake for me not to completely divulge what I know.
I'm not surprised you'd feel that way, and I am aware.
Okay.
Although I was desperate at the time, I knew that, as I mentioned before, sometimes you have to walk among the shadows so that the light can shine. I don't say I completely trust it, but I understand what I'm getting myself into, for the most part.
Okay. I'll trust you. Just don't be offended if I check in on you from time to time.
No, I appreciate it.
Do you have a safe word that you can say if the sword starts getting a bit too throbby?
Oh god.
Banana?
I think you could probably say something like the sword is getting too throbby.
No,
It's a lot of words, but
just yell out throb.
oh no.
Definitely.
That sounds
Don't-
like something
don't do
he
that.
would say in order to call his sword into existence. Throb.
Guys, I'm throbbing!
That's so evil.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, maybe throb for one and pulsate for the other.
What about pump?
Oh,
No.
That's probably Bibbles.
I'm feeling a pumping deep inside me.
that's me.
Yeah, that's Bibbles.
You guys are like, how many pickles?
Uh,
I still need to make pickles.
No.
No, thank you.
They're gonna be tasty.
I'm not willing
I
to try it.
They already are.
Definitely pass.
Well, last time I lost control, I was at least able to communicate that to you guys. Having a safe word is not a bad idea. I'm not sure what that would be right now, but
my safe
Think
word
about
is
it.
smoggy.
come up with something.
Well, okay. So, just curious, can this
He's chilling.
evil, whatever it is,
Little guy.
inside your sword
Oh, it's a
hear
little
you
guy.
because you were speaking to it? And if so, is the safe word actually going to work?
I have no idea because they never respond to me when I actually ask them.
The safe word only
They only
works.
respond when it feels like
No,
it.
he's not hurting anyone.
The safe word would be for us, though, not necessarily when you're talking to the sword, but when you feel like that you're
Oh, yeah,
about
that's
to
a good
lose
thing.
control.
As far as what Aaron was saying, it doesn't work like when Felix calls his kids. It's kind of like putting out a request and it's up to them.
There's a lot of friendly fire today, too.
Minding my business. Damn.
I don't know if it acts the same as the rocks, or if it's part of the blade, or it's a form of communication. I have no idea. All that I'm still trying to figure out. Well, the Dibbles is in the same boat as well.
Yeah. Sort of.
You're like Eskimo brother.
Yawn. Take first. I'll take first. I thought that was a sharp joke.
It was terrible. I
Okay.
mean, it was pretty
I'll
good.
take first.
It was pretty on point.
It was oh.
You didn't get the big one.
the wind up.
Alright, so you all begin to slowly make your way to your beds, preparing to rest for the night. Lokeg and Telesing, feeling like they haven't been around for the last day or so, decide to go ahead and take first watch.
Good at this, and you are.
So, I need both of you to make perception checks for me, please, while everybody else goes to bed.
Nat 20?
Huh.
Very nice.
16 plus 2 is 18.
18. Very nice. All right. So the two of you are keeping very good watch. You notice the bugs that are flying around, Lokeg. You see all that. You're very aware of your surroundings, but nothing seems to be threatening. It seems to be a somewhat peaceful night for your guys' watch.
I love these new dice.
It's a good thing. Drama, not
Loaded?
on my watch.
I wish, but heavy.
Hey, those are the ones from.
No.
I'll take second.
All right. So during your watch, is there anything you wish to do?
Just sit by the fire. Stand next to each other.
Nice.
I did think of a joke the other day. I'm sorry. I didn't interrupt this. When Gardon did the caw, I was like, where would he have heard any kind of bird go caw? And then my mind went on a whole thing, and I was like, I probably heard it from Telesing's room whenever her and Lokag were together.
Would that be a
No.
No. It was too
You got-
intense for a hoot hoot.
You've got a very large
Oh no!
Wow.
Somebody has to leave.
Sorry, it was something I was just thinking about the other day. I was watching some of the episodes, and I'm just like, party. But yeah. Anyways, all right. Your guys' watch ends, and who are you guys waking up?
I'll get up.
Bibbles said before he went to bed he would take second shift.
I did.
so-
I was
Okay.
like,
All right, Pearson.
What?
Yes. So Pearson, Bibbles, I need you both to make perception checks for me, please. It just sounds so cool.
10.
10?
11.
I haven't even tried normal dice. Yeah, that sounds normal. That sounds mighty.
Sounds mighty.
It sounds
All
mighty,
right,
but
so
protect.
the two of you are sort of keeping watch, not paying attention, but also not fully aware of your surroundings. Fortunately, it seems like it's a relatively peaceful day.
so, Pearson, since we came through the portal back here, we got sent back, where are we located?
That is a good question. I believe that we're on a forest still.
You guys are in a forest.
Okay, good.
You
On
pull
a
out the
forest?
map. Huh?
A fora.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said in a forest.
We're
thought
in
you
a
said-
forest on a fora,
I don't know so.
halfway between where we were and where we're going.
Okay.
fair?
Well, I mean, it depends on your point of view. If where you're going is Ricardo's place, you're more than halfway. You're almost there. But if you're talking about going to the capital, you're not quite halfway.
You don't know what Pearson wants.
We're halfway
Fair
there.
enough.
Oh.
So, point out to me on the map where we were at.
Oh, so we are right here, and then I'll gesture at the map exactly where we are.
Or a rough approximation.
Nope, it's going to be exact. I can tell.
Down.
So,
What do
you
I roll
guys
for
are currently
cartography?
about right.
Oh, I'm so
here.
good at this game.
I'm so good at this
Okay.
game.
Bed.
And that, okay, so and that was off to the
Don't you
west
have a
side
pointer?
Mhm.
of the other map.
Need to go
Yes,
like a
so-
teacher.
So that was like goes all the way
This
to
is
that.
the continent map.
Yeah.
You
So,
guys were here in Sutton. You've made your way down to here,
okay.
which is about right here. So Sutton was up here. You made your way.
And where is that in comparison to the other map?
So you guys are in the Druisal Empire right now. This is Beskal, where you guys were
Okay,
originally.
and that's okay.
And the butthole looking things were the dragon ones.
Yeah.
The dragons.
Well,
Aren't you asleep?
Aren't you?
Yeah. You're asleep.
he
You don't
woke
know.
up for that. He goes, "Oh yeah, butthole dragon." And Pierce and I are just like. these
Such a
friends again.
random thing to
He's
wake up
having a
and
terrible
say.
dream right now.
So
Oh,
I
a
tell
really good one.
I tell Pearson as we're looking at
Missy
the map, and I
Eunice.
was like, so I show Pearson on the map the town that I went to for Antonin, which is right over here.
Okay.
Where?
So
In
you see
Beskal.
him point out
You're asleep.
his route, following the Whispering Expanse down to Heimfirth.
So
You spent time in Heimford.
I did.
I'm
I've been there before. This one was a little bit different. Usually it's an elven village
Town.
town. I don't know what you're hearing, but I keep saying town, so I don't know what you're. But it's an elven town. But when I went there this last time, it was basically, I don't want to say this in a like derogatory, but overrun by tieflings.
Wow.
That is
Wow. I'm
What
glad
I
I'm
mean-
asleep.
unfortunate choice
Wow.
of words.
It
but
is, but listen, this is what I mean is they weren't wearing any of the insignia or clothes of the Bascal Empire, the kingdom. It was all their own, and they had their own patrols and guards and stuff there. That's what I mean, is it was actually overrun by tieflings. And I don't know for what purpose, or if there is, because that town was an elven one that had their own guards and insignia and colors and all this stuff. And all the, as far as I can tell, the towns around there were the same, but not this one. It was actually over. Do you know anything about like any of that? Did you guys hear anything?
I don't think so.
You have not heard anything about that.
Um,
Not you personally, or most of the group.
Yeah. Did you happen to establish any contacts within the town? Did you speak to anybody? Or?
Well, I mean, Anson was there and stuff, but I kind of snuck in and did a little bit of scouting, but it seems like they've been there for a minute because I went into this one tavern and the tavern keep, the barkeep, they all knew the guards and were like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow, I got your order ready, like things like that, so they've been there for a minute. But I don't know, my goal wasn't necessarily to investigate that so much, it was
You
get
had
him
other-
and get
yeah,
out.
of course. No, I don't know anything about that. And I imagine if you were sneaking around, you didn't, get to see very many sights or explore.
Not really. I basically kind of went into the market area. Like there was other beings and races and all that kind of stuff there. It wasn't like it was exclusive. Like I had to hide. To
But
get to
the
see,
system was.
the system was, and it was
largely
predominantly that. And so when I went in, they checked me, which is not how it was done before. But like they checked my weapons and they saw I just had a rapier one, and they're like, oh cool. And they let me in. I saw Anson and his dad there, and I kind of watched him for a while, kind of learned some patterns, followed the guards to this tavern, and I found out where they were staying and all this stuff. But so I didn't really like get it. That wasn't my goal.
Right. And this is obviously something that I know, but for the listeners, what race is Antony?
Tiefling,
Okay.
yes. For the listeners, Anson is a tiefling.
Of
When
course,
I first
yes.
met Antonin, though, I did not know that as he was disguised and looked eerily a lot like Felix.
That's right. I do remember that. Okay. So is
Not
this something that
Hence the crush.
we want to investigate, or is it something that we should bring to the attention of somebody important?
I would say both.
Okay. We are.
I don't, because here's the thing is until we have anything to bring forth to higher ups or anything.
They won't act on it.
Exactly.
Was there any signs of like a raid? Like, do you have any reason to believe that they were there for ill intent?
Let me check my memory real fast.
Okay.
Not the look of the DM.
So
No, that's
when-
where his memory is.
I know.
I'm just staring off into the.
Make
just
a history check for me, please.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my new favorite dice.
The one that are really pretty.
What's it smell like?
This one is Stonehenge.
Try the dark one.
Nice.
Don't smell the
So it smells like
I'll
fucking
take a little
eggs.
bit.
Smells like
Like the rest of England.
You rolled it in the area where they hold the dice.
I'll do it.
I'm just gonna go further and go.
Exactly the same thing, but
I could say a lot of things. I'm not going to.
Do it.
Nope.
so that's a nat 10.
Not on stream.
Or,
Oh, true.
Natural 10 was the actual
it was
number.
a dirty 10. is what I
Dirty
meant.
10,
It was a
gotcha.
dirty
Like-
10.
like-
Alright, so you were really focused on
So I'm basic.
you know your
Irish, Russian,
priorities.
Yeah.
You weren't really looking at it from a military standpoint. You were looking at it as it caught your attention, but it wasn't enough to make you investigate what had been happening there.
But did I see anything period that
I got all
seemed like
I got
maybe maybe the town was taken by force or some other like
With-
any
With the 10? No.
No, they're just
Okay.
gingers.
So, Pearson, I didn't really. Okay, again, my goal wasn't like this became secondary. But in my time away, I'm thinking, okay, I need to figure out what's going on because it seems like Antonin and I don't know, there could be others that were there not necessarily by choice. I don't know. So it's got me thinking that maybe something like that is going on.
And he didn't have anything to say about the occupation.
I got him. We ran. I fell.
Okay, I figured.
We didn't even really have time for a conversation.
Okay.
Like, it was let's go.
So,
Things went sideways when I was trying to get him out. So
yeah, I'm sure.
we ran.
Okay. And would they recognize you by face?
Yeah, but I'm also a master of disguise.
No, I've seen it, yeah. Are we... So, we'll run it by the rest of the group, but it sounds like this is something that we want to look into.
I think so. That town is very close to a port. If I believe so, based on the
Yeah.
map. It's very close to a port, which allows for a lot of supplies, easy access ins and out, getting people there to and from. It's militaristically, it's a desired spot.
Okay.
So that's what I've been thinking about this a lot the last several months. And I figured when we had a chance to sit down and talk, I'd see if there's any whispers maybe any of you have heard of, and it doesn't look like it. So it might, I don't know what else is going on, but it might be something we might have to look into.
Are we looking for Antonin when we head that direction, or...?
I definitely will be.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put the pressure of you guys trying to help me on you guys.
We're a team.
I get that. But I would definitely be trying to.
Just, talk to us.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
Oh, sorry.
Who are we gonna wake up?
I was gonna say, you guys good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless.
So, you guys end your conversations, and you realize that 2 hours have passed. Aranel begins to wake up naturally. Who else are you guys gonna wake up?
I'm gonna... I think I want to put Gary's hand in a warm bowl of water.
Okay. And then who are you waking up?
Gary after he pisses himself.
Okay. So you wait an extra 15 minutes. Gardo, make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
I'm not gonna give you the +5.
Ooh. I'm not gonna give you this.
12.
It's not. It's, you begin to pee in your sleep, but you quickly wake up, get up, run over, find a bush.
Nothing but dream.
Oh, that's not what that means, actually.
I wish I was awake.
But you are awake now with, tiny little bit of pee.
Unfortunate.
But,
Start prestidigitating.
alright, yeah, you press it.
There exist, right?
I'm just like
But,
looking at him while he's
Not where we're
like,
camping.
Garadon is awake.
Good night.
You roll a
What's my hand
23.
of water again? What the fuck?
Make
Yeah,
a
roll a
perception
16.
check for me, please.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
Rush.
get out.
You know it.
Is it your usual perception check?
Yeah, it's not far off. 6.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Fortunately, Aranel had a really high perception
What'd you
check.
roll?
6. So, Aranel, you notice a couple of animals that seem to be walking by.
Anything new?
Huh? No, nothing new from what you already have seen. But you do see them. They seem to be peacefully moving through the dark. No attempts to engage. But yeah, it is a relatively peaceful evening.
Yes, keep staring at me.
Your 2 hours seem to go by with an awkward silence.
Awkward just staring.
It's definitely awkward after our last conversation. I am just walking around collecting stuff.
All right. So you guys spend your 2 hours in silence, kind of keeping an eye out. Garadon, not keeping an eye out.
Not looking at all.
Stargazing.
Stargazing and looking at the fire.
Staring straight into the fire.
But your 2 hours go by uneventful.
As a totally
Garadon, who are you waking up? For the
Felix.
Alright. Felix, you are woken up. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Another perception check, Aaron.
You're all pretty.
Perception?
Mhm.
16.
16.
And now 1+7.
So natural 1.
Rolled high.
But the plus 7.
Believing that you
Listen.
when you get a natural 1,
plus 7.
when you get a natural 1, that plus doesn't mean jack
I had to
shit.
try.
No, so you after the first watch, you get very laxed and very focused on other things, thinking about some stuff, just trying to figure
Figure out how to make things less awkward with the guy I consider my little brother.
We'll go with that. Felix, you keep a relatively decent eye out, and you don't really seem to notice anything threatening in your general area.
That's it?
That's pretty much it.
Oh, alright.
You guys don't have to talk, but this is an opportunity.
Wow.
Yo, where's the common ground with Felix and Aaron now?
We had common ground.
Well, if Arenel's a druid and Felix is a ranger, like they both probably like the woods a little bit.
I can disappear. I could just leave this
I mean-
part, actually.
Wow. Abby throwing in some threats all of a
To be
sudden.
fair, Aaron just doesn't
Try
want
it.
to talk to Felix. Every time I talk to Felix, he
That's weird.
yeah,
How do
doesn't
you
have a
know?
conversation. So,
say that. Start doing the Felix thing.
yeah, does the Felix thing.
Little
So,
scatterbrain.
as much as I love him, it's hard for me to make a conversation. We've had some bonding time here and there.
Do you guys remember the mayor in Bowray?
Oh, you're
That was
so
crazy.
What about the mayor of Bowray?
I'm sure you don't remember anything. We do.
What do you know? What the fuck?
You'll have to go back and watch.
Memory is retained from me.
Some people, yeah,
To
don't
this
follow
day.
and listening.
Wow.
Ah,
So,
you mean my eloquence?
I'm sleeping.
another awkward silence.
Yes.
2 hours.
We're good.
But you guys do begin to see the sun rise, and you all begin to slowly wake up,
I feel
yawning,
so well rested.
stretching, and eventually pack everything up and continue on your journey.
You're kind of dying tonight.
I am
Just a little.
sorry.
Have water?
We have.
I took a piece of ice and it
Died.
yeah. I'm good. I'm okay. We'll see. But you guys continue to move
It's all
forward.
that ice from Philly freezing you.
Yeah. You guys continue to move forward on your journey.
Wait, is there time for me to do training?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do that, please.
All right. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
21.
Nice. Very well done.
I'd actually like to spar with Bills using wooden swords.
Okay. You guys use wooden swords. You did not attune to them, I'm assuming, or did you?
Wooden swords? No, we're on the wild. I'm not going to.
Okay. So, you
Not
both
even for
roll with
stance?
dexterity as
Yeah,
your
that's
scores. So go ahead and roll.
But not with
I guess you could use
weapons.
acrobatics as
Like,
your
I'll pat up my hands.
number.
Do you want to practice bare knuckle boxing? Is that what you're
Is
saying?
that what that is? Bare knuckle boxing?
Where are
Felix
we
and
and
I
what
will
is around
spar
us?
fisticuffs.
You're in a forest.
Like,
13.
I'm
just
curious.
specifics, big
7.
rocks, little
Yay.
rocks,
Not
barren.
really any big rocks, just kind of out in the forest area. There's rocks. I mean, there's some rocks that are like maybe this big. Nothing like massive.
I got 13.
13.
It's been a while since I sparred. 7.
Felix and I
Okay.
are also going to punch each other.
You guys are gonna punch each other?
Yeah, I
Go
wanna
ahead
I wanna pat up my hands and everything like.
Okay, go ahead and roll athletics check on that one.
Sparring?
17.
We're probably both a little sloppy.
I got 14.
14. So the two of you begin going at each other with the wooden swords. Bibbles, surprisingly, although not doing a lot of training beforehand, has an upper hand on you and is pushing you back, managing to fight very well. The two of you see this happening and then just kind of look at each other and start throwing punches. Discuss sparring through fisticuffs, and you guys begin to fight each other.
1, 2.
Medina definitely getting the upper hand, but
Hooray.
it's still a good fight.
Medina, you wanna go real quick?
Sorry,
Uh,
I was just
The whole
imagining
time you
okay,
guys are
uppercut.
fighting and training, you guys see Pearson doing lots of push-ups, pull-ups, sprinting, all that kind of stuff. Just really working out like crazy.
Bibbles, you wanted to punch? You can try punching Bibbles.
I'm just curious. I haven't seen you guys in a while, and I just it's an excuse to touch it.
Aww.
Alright.
Or does my...
Athletics check. Athletics check for you as well.
You're so fucked. It's a net 3.
10.
For a total of for an athletics.
6.
How many points do you get for an athletics check?
3. I have 2, and then my jack of all trades.
Nice. 10.
10. All right.
Unless you want to use my 17. Which I'm cool with.
17.
That was what I scored when I was sparring
Oh
with Felix.
no, you're changing targets, so it's a different roll.
I just come running. I'm like, hey, Medina, and she's just blah.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay.
And you guys have a quick tussle, but nothing too major. But yeah, everybody gets a decent amount of training this morning. You guys, you guys pack everything up and begin moving forward. Takes a couple of hours, but you eventually make your way to a very familiar sight. First thing you notice is the gleaming gold that comes off the massive figure laying down in the forest. The ancient gold dragon is still at Ricardo's.
Aww.
I forgot she was gold.
She is laying out in the sun, just basking in the forest. And as you guys begin to approach, you start to see
I kind of feel like,
Oh, she's good. She's a good one.
you actually
She's a friend.
you actually see
Gold dragons are
slowly her wings are starting to grow back.
Oh.
They are very small right now, but they are starting to come back very slowly.
That's wonderful. But that also implies that they were continuously breaking off her wings while she was
How?
trapped.
Would they have done that? You would have had to get close.
They better start.
I don't know, but if...
Hilda!
And if she's growing back her wings, so is he.
Mhm.
It's Pearson.
Ah, the Displaced 8.
The
have
Gleaming
returned.
Guardian is here.
and all 8
Oh,
of
that's
us are
nice.
here.
Oh,
found
this
a
is
friend.
Bibbles.
Sorry.
Bibbles. You see her like do like a brief bow.
I bow back.
Pleasure.
Yeah,
He's still catching up.
Oh,
Right.
In all grades.
Welcome back. I will.
Respect.
Ricardo is actually doing some training right now. Give me a moment. And she lets like out a little bit of a roar / howl, and he should be along promptly. So, I take it your adventure was a success.
You could say that
yeah.
in a manner of speaking.
Overall.
We're not dead yet.
That's
Yeah,
a success
we're
in my
alive.
book. You see her little wings just sort of.
You are looking very healthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Radiant even.
Ricardo sent for a couple of healers, and they have been slowly growing back my wings.
Oh, wow.
If they can. Unfortunately, I did.
Thank you.
But they believe in approximately 4, maybe 5 months, I should actually have my full wings back.
That's wonderful.
I'm quite happy.
shit, be gorgeous.
Would you like a sample? What it's going to be like to have your wings? Now
She-
versus later.
She looks at you very inquisitively.
I'll just walk up to her, touch her, and cast fly.
That's so kind.
She looks at you as you cast it, and she's very confused. Then she
Takes off like a balloon.
suddenly starts to float.
Yeah, right.
Her wings flapping but not really doing anything, and she's just. You actually see a tear
Oh no.
roll
that's
down
good.
her eyes as she begins to. This is the first time in her entire life, as now an ancient dragon, she has ever flown. And you see her take off, and she starts doing loop-de-loops, and you guys are watching this massive, giant dragon playing like a child up in the air. She is
I like
just so happy and so joyous.
So kind.
Good guy
Being
points.
such a, I've never actually tried to see what a casting fly on a gargantuan creature would do, so I will say it probably doesn't last quite as long, but she does land before it does lose its effect. But I'll say she kind of feels it, being a somewhat magical creature herself.
Do you want one?
Absolutely.
But she does come down, and you see
I'm so sorry to
tears
do
are still in her eyes and of
This
joy,
one I told you
and
about.
she looks at you.
This is the one.
Read
You
it.
are correct.
All the more reason why I'm perfectly happy with you taking one of my children. You are truly a kind soul.
It's only a small gift for what you're entrusting me with. And what you've done for us as well.
Well,
To myself, when I was opening, I was trying to cover up this. Didn't work.
I didn't hear anything. You said
Very subtle.
There's nothing compared to getting your wings back, but I want you at least to experience it instead of having to wait months from now.
you are too
Something
kind.
forward to.
Intense blood dragon. Tell us each-
If I may, I'd like to introduce you to my children.
Oh wow.
And you watch as she lets out another little whoop, and two wormlings come walking over very slowly, and they kind of start playing with each other as they walk. The first one you see make a nature check. You go ahead and make a nature check as well, as you are. This is directly for you, kind of.
That's
16.
16.
Don't fuck me.
See, I'm saying the opposite.
Oh, what?
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Did it?
Burn that, burn that freaking dice.
Nature.
Nature check.
Toss it in the fire.
Oh, freaking dice suck.
What did you get?
Right now, 16.
16.
5.
5. You recognize.
You
You recognize that the first dragon that moves forward is a female dragon. You look and you see the colors that are on this dragon's scales are almost swirling of gold and red as it moves along her body, continuously causing. It almost looks like fire is radiating through her as she moves through the sun glinting off the scales, and the swirls look like fire is racing around her. She seems very energetic, very playful, and very. What's the word I'm looking for? Sorry. Lively. It's not the word I was looking for, but.
Sassy.
Upbeat.
What'd you say?
Abundantly.
I like spunky. Spunky's a good word for it.
Yeah, you would.
Is it
Second
open
one.
peppers there? Don't.
I'm good. Well, I'll go.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Like we haven't done anything like that before.
My
The
shoes
second
are still
one,
stained.
you recognize. Are they really? I'm so sorry.
Those were his good shoes.
I'm so sorry.
They're my favorite pair.
He walks into work.
The second one you recognize is a male. This one is almost a pure rose gold, almost giving off a ruby tint. He is very proud as he moves forward. He has a sense of not quite arrogance, but definitely he knows he's a dragon. And
Are they the same size?
They are the same size.
Confidence.
Confidence, yes. An air of confidence. Until his sister jumps on him and he suddenly turns over on his back and starts.
Was that?
But they continue to move forward, getting closer to not only their mother, but also to you.
So spunky female and a
To us or
confident
just to
male.
Gary?
Spunky and cocky. Which one will he choose?
Those are their names, actually.
These are my children. I did not give them names yet. I figured that's something that whichever one chooses you and whichever one you choose can discuss amongst yourselves. Get your phone.
Do they
Get your
eat?
phone.
Oh, do the young dragons speak?
Hold on 1 second.
The power move right there. You mean NPC? I didn't give him a name. That's it for you.
I mean, they're somewhat young.
How is it the youngling we got here thinks
You weren't there for that episode, but he did earn it.
She bargained his way
Yes.
for it.
That's a great prediction.
We have
That's so mean.
3 people in this party.
I'm gonna take Bibbles aside and explain how the young dragonlings, the little wormlings, came to be. Not the birds and the bees version, but the how she and the red dragon were
If I were
captured
to
and
bring
being
out some
bred against her will.
jerky or meat in both my hands and present to both the dragons, how do they respond?
They seem interested. Neither one seems to be moving forward to you right
I texted you, stupid.
You're pointing at me. Understood. I have received nothing.
It says bubble.
now. You see them both kind of staring at you. Their mother leans down and she starts speaking in a different language. Who here speaks Draconic?
I think. Yes,
You
I
I was
do.
gonna say, I think Aaron
I
does.
do.
You hear her saying, "This one saved me, and by extension saved you with the rest of this group. He is a very kind person. He will take care of you. I promise you."
But I got yours.
Scoff a little bit at the kind part.
Girl. I mean, he just cast fly on a
I know. I'm just
dragon.
kidding.
As you continue to stare at them, suddenly the male, he seems to look at you, and your eyes meet. And in a weird trance, you can't help but step forward towards him. And he moves towards you. You reach your hand out, and as you do, suddenly time stops.
No.
That's spooky.
You hear 2 voices at the same time. We don't need this. You don't need this. What do we do?
I choose this.
As you say those words, you see the dragon below continues to push forward. Everything else, time is frozen. And as it does, his head comes up to your hand. And you suddenly feel a burning, not painful, but a burning sensation on your forehead. And a sense of duty that you've
Sense of
never.
what?
A sense of duty.
Duty. Okay, I thought I said Dewey.
The way to
Duty.
ruin the moment.
A sense of duty
Deputy Dewey.
that you've never felt before of protection. And suddenly time begins to move again. All of you suddenly see this dragon that was standing a little further away, suddenly right in front of Garda. And its head is in his hand.
Quick little
How
sucker.
big is this dragon?
About 9
Like
inches.
a lizard, or like like Adonis at my feet right now.
Hold on.
Like Mulan.
It's only a couple months
like
old,
Mulan
right?
dragon.
It's only a couple of days.
Some
A days.
respect on Mushu's name.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
With that being said, if you name it anything other than Mushu, you're kicked out of the group.
No.
I feel like we need some dragon names.
No, it's not a girl, so you can't name it Sisu. Otherwise that
Sisu would be cute.
It's a fantasy
So-
game. Name it whatever you want.
It's about the size of a Great Dane.
Oh,
Damn.
that got one big.
Okay, so he's not right on my shoulder.
No.
He's
I
trying.
mean, he could.
No, he is not.
He would love
I
to.
won't last very long.
So dragon wormlings are medium sized. So it's big, but not like, a horse or anything like that. Horses are considered
Dragon.
large.
But like a foal.
Yeah, I would say kind of a foal. Baby horse. For those of you who don't know what that is. There's some that don't. People don't know horses.
Google.
Yeah.
What's a horse?
That's a Google.
To be fair, you do ride a dog.
That is fair.
Horses are the
So,
things
is it
that
like a
keep
dog?
dying in our care.
Oh, you mean big ponies.
Oh.
Got it.
You remember the thing that Lokak made his wig out of?
I remember being
Ponytail.
nauseated.
Lookag's about to pull that out
It's
of
in the
his
blood bag.
It's just like rot now.
Damn, I should prepare the dragon name.
It's just so. It's the blood clot.
So you hold us to the right back.
You don't have to name it right now. That's the thing.
Reuben.
Ew.
That's
No.
my favorite
As-
sandwich.
As the
It's a
dragon
sandwich?
puts its
It's my favorite American Idol winner.
the ancient
I
gold
stuttered.
guys.
Sorry.
As the ancient gold dragon looks down, I don't know who chose who, but there's definitely a bond. I entrust you with my child.
And I'm honored.
And you see her get really close, and there's a brief moment of sternness in her look. Do not fail.
He is as my own.
And she steps back. The female seems to kind of just prance along with her, and she begins to walk away. You guys hear the as she steps away from you guys. The rest of you, while Garadon is slightly enthralled with his new dragon, you guys hear, "Oh, hello."
Ricardo.
Ricardo comes walking around,
Sounded
and you
just
guys,
like him.
not really. But you guys see several young drakes following behind him. Huh?
I heard
What did he say?
Don't worry about it.
All right. Several young drakes, all from the clutch of eggs that had come from the original group. They all seem to be following him, following his commands. Perfect timing. I am currently working on yours, and he points to two of them, and you guys recognize the two that were promised to you as a group. Now, in order for this to work properly, it's better if they bond specifically to one specific person, each, if it helps. Is there anybody who wishes to have that responsibility?
I could tell you who shouldn't.
I wasn't raising my hand.
I think we're all kind of looking right at the same person right now.
There's two of them that I'm thinking of.
That's why I didn't raise my hand. I figured.
I
I'm
got
already
one in
prejudiced.
line.
I would
I'm motherly.
say, but I feel that since I was not here to really help the
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've
Yes, hi, my name is Bibbles, and I am kind of awesome. But,
right.
Kind of adapt.
kind of. There's moments. I have moments. I have my moments.
Everyone does.
Right. But don't give him.
No, he's actually.
I'm actually basically their pet anyway, so.
Fair enough. Tell us,
He's part of the fetish community.
you wish to take
Yeah,
one?
I would handle it.
Who else would like to? Medina, you would like one. Oh, very well, very well. Is everybody okay with this? They will still follow everyone's commands, but to have the bond with two specific people, it would help with their growth.
I'm pretty stoked about it.
I have an angelic dog already, so.
Fair enough.
No jealousy.
Why did we say no to Felix?
Are you serious?
What?
Do you really, like. Should I spell it out for you?
Felix has wanted a pet this whole time. Maybe we should just
Let
satisfy
Felix
that so
have
don't
a
abduct any more children.
Drink.
You know what?
Maybe he
Wow.
will give
Felix,
a
do
drink.
you
Felix
want a
wants to go
drink?
for a walk after
Oh,
this.
dear.
Felix, would you
Bullied
like a
again.
drink?
How much for one more drink?
It's because I like you.
Oh, if you want to
You know
purchase
what?
one, I do
I
sell
never
them
really
for
disliked you.
4,500 gold.
Felix.
That's only 500 apiece.
I don't know. You've already spoken how you distrust me with it.
I don't think that's what he was saying.
It's
I was
not at
assuming
all
he meant
what he said.
Gokag.
That's how it came off.
I'm
sorry.
I thought you were talking about Locag.
I thought he was
Because
talking about
If
Gokag
it's
also.
not-
if you would like your own, I could chip in.
Yeah, we could.
I
He
don't
said
use
we
my
each
money.
get one.
No.
No, it is just two.
The deal
Oh,
was
yeah,
two.
it's two.
The deal was two.
Would you like a drink?
I will, like, seriously pitch money in.
Thanks, Sam.
I
I
will.
would too. I'm gonna keep mine. You want one?
Give you something to love.
That's.
No!
I was about to say something
In a good
mean.
way, like your
I
children.
mean, if not,
it didn't
how
come
about-
out the way I wanted to. Never mind. In a good way.
If we all chipped in, I know it's only for one drink, but would you be willing to slightly give us a deal as it is a gift for a friend that has done a lot to help us out?
Make a persuasion check.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
I know.
I think you'll do well.
How much are we talking? Because Lokek's trying to achieve a feat here.
Can you tell me the
That's it.
colors of
That
the ones left?
is dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Because guess what? I can't roll below 20 on persuasion.
So if all of us chip in 562.5 gold.
How much?
Okay, so as you roll the dirty 20, hold on, I'm gonna roll as well.
Wait, can I assist? Because I was there for the conversation and also have high persuasion?
Oh.
What do you say to add to this to assist?
I need
I'm
to
pretty
recall
good.
exactly
So
what
I
was said
said,
beforehand.
would you, since we are going to be chipping in as a group as a gift for someone who has done a lot for our group, is there any way that we could get maybe a little bit of a discount on this?
I promise that we'll take very good care of it.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Same as yours.
A 20.
20 total?
21 total.
21.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's a dirty 20 and a 21.
Just knock all the other dice out.
I could bring the price down just a little bit. I said 4,500, right? Yeah, I thought so.
No, you said
there was a
3,000.
there was a brief moment where I was like, wait a minute.
I'm pretty sure. you said 3,000.
I could bring it down to 4,200.
Not that bad.
What about 4,000?
I like round
Cash
numbers.
right now, gold.
And Bibbles will take you behind back.
That's
Whoa,
not what we
whoa.
said at all.
4,300.
No.
I'm gonna have to go.
If you would not have thrown the bibbles, I would have actually gone down a little bit more, but you threw in the bibbles. You ruined it on that one.
Let's ignore him for a second. This really is a gift for a friend that has done a lot, and
And I'm giving you a 300 gold discount. That is pretty generous.
Yeah, it's only 525 apiece.
it is.
I'm willing to help.
Will
I
she
haven't
be able
done
to pick out which one she was?
Of course.
What color is
He.
So,
In that case, I'm willing to chip in. Who else is willing to chip in?
I'll chip in.
Okay, so there's 4. So 4,200.
So 1,000 pieces.
Garodon was very busy with his dragon. He wasn't paying attention to what was going on.
Yeah,
Well, I thought that was in
know.
character. I thought that was just a subtle we fought.
No,
Oh yeah.
So it's
It would be
525
four-
apiece.
Yeah.
If
If everyone chips in.
If
I
everyone.
don't think Aranel's chipping in.
I'm chipping in.
Okay,
Hands
Aranel's
up.
chipping in.
So in that case,
Did we talk to Garodon shipping in?
Garodon, do you want to chip in for?
He doesn't even know what's going on.
525, we're buying Felix a Drake.
Oh, we got buying the drink?
Yeah.
There's only two. And I
We
Where
only
were you the last 5 minutes?
With the dragon,
On
his brand
hanging
new
out
dragon.
My little dragon guy.
He's in Dragon Train.
He's bonding.
What do you got, like one of those little widget things that we used to have when we
How
were
to
kids?
train- he's
You're just
learning
feeding
how to
it, hitting
train
the
his
button.
dragon.
In-game,
Yeah,
Keith,
those.
Okay.
Keith, in-game, he's bonding with his dragon. Out of game, he's looking up dragon names.
The dragon name.
Aw, which is another form of bonding with his dragon.
Going to the library, looking at all the books for names.
Killing me, Smalls.
If not, I'll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gets him to calm down a little bit. So
Okay. We were all going to chip in 525 to get Felix a Drake. Felix, you are loved in this group. I hope you know that. I know we make jokes and stuff, but truthfully, we are so glad that you met us all, and we are glad you were here. And to prove that, we are going to buy you a Drake. Go pick out which one you want.
They're not abducting more kids.
Question really quick.
Yes.
Can either of these baby drakes live this one or that one?
Go back to the first one.
In color.
So I felt like one was red and one was blue.
So yes, you guys originally got a red and a blue.
Right.
Okay.
That was the original.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you got the blue, you got the red.
Forget I said
All
that.
right.
That one?
It's hard to see it from this angle. Sorry.
Go pick out your.
I don't mind it
pick out
being
your Drake.
blue.
Either that color or this color.
Or whichever one bonds with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I think
colors, unfortunately.
I'll just approach and see if
Because
any
they have
approach
to
me.
be blue, red, green. They're all
But here's
chromatic
the thing,
colors.
Don't just put it
The
on
one
because
was close, but then it had like
just
that
like us all.
rainbow color towards the end of
It's
it.
good for.
It had like a
them to
purple
feel
down the
wanted
bottom.
as well. So don't just accept it. We're gonna make that. Alright, so Felix is gonna.
Alright, so Felix. There is still a green one. There is still another blue one. There is a black one. There is a white one. And there is another green one.
What shade?
Huh?
Wait, what colors?
There's two green, one blue, one red. No red, sorry.
Black.
One blue, one black, and one white.
Can I get the shade of the white one? Of the white, like.
The shade?
It's an ecru.
It's white.
Yes,
It's
but is it
eggshell
like?
white.
It's-
But
it's
is
a-
it like?
With satin sheen.
It's a buttercream white?
No.
Ooh, nice.
Now,
is
are
it
we
like
talking like a flat
angelic
coat?
White?
How
Or
to
is
drag
it
in your
like-
train.
Very nice.
Flat? Is it
Listen.
semi-gloss?
This is me to know
Plaid?
if I'm gonna buy or spend all that money on a drink. Okay.
Okay, alright, hold on.
Yeah. It's a good movie. I watch it.
Not the live action.
I haven't seen it live
Alright, so, Felix, you do have your choice of all the ones that I just listed.
action.
Size-wise, the blue one seems to be a little bit more muscular. One of the green ones is definitely the tallest of the ones that are left. The white one is very lean, seems very quick. The black one seems. What's the word I'm looking for here? Very. Say dark?
That is exactly what she said.
No.
It's a very
Sort
dark
of.
black.
Pigmented?
Is it like a faded black?
That's kind of what the white is.
The runt of the litter. The runts are the good ones.
No, actually, this is more like what the light one is. Okay.
That dragon looked like Hibino from Kaiju 8.
I haven't seen that
Oh.
one.
You should.
Anyways,
Yes.
and then the other green one seems to be very small and can kind of get into places that the others couldn't. The black one, I don't know how to describe it. It's
I was about to say, it's like, what was the description for
Uh,
that again?
the black one seems tough. Seems like he'd be a tough one. Not like super muscular, not super tall, but he seems just tough.
If you
stout.
punch him in the jaw, he'll punch you back.
Yeah, probably.
The fisticular
Very-
dragon.
Like stout.
That's so funny.
Like, go
Stoic.
into it now.
I want the
It's gonna be
black
too late.
I'll go ahead and approach the green ones.
Okay.
I knew you
They
were
cut
going
me.
to pick that
He's
one.
like, thank God.
I heard it. I thought about it too. And I'm like, but I want to
She's
go
like,
ahead.
Just to be an ass.
Just to be an ass. I want to go ahead and approach the 2 green ones.
Okay.
And how big are they compared to Felix? Out of
Okay.
curiosity.
So these ones are more like all of them are about German Shepherd size,
Okay.
give or take. Hold on 1 second.
They get bigger.
Yeah, I figured.
They do get bigger. They get to be about the size of. They're not quite a horse. They're not quite as big as a horse, but they're close. I'm trying
Like
to
a
think.
Shetland pony.
No, they're bigger than a Shetland pony. They're kind of like they kind of get the size of a mule. So not quite as big of a horse, but also not.
Donkey?
They're bigger than a donkey. So these ones, the taller one of them, that he's definitely getting closer to like greyhound size, but the smaller one is more German Shepherd size.
What shade of green? Like Shrek green?
So the bigger one looks like this one.
So, aside from the color difference, do they have like different abilities, characteristics, or something that goes with
I mean,
that?
they have slightly different characteristics, but not
Mhm.
different abilities.
Okay.
The other one sorry, 1 second. Is it correct? Looks more like this one.
So I'm going to go ahead and approach the 2 green ones and then kind of like lowering myself into like a more like eye level. First of all, I go ahead and like just like bring my hands close to myself and communicate to the drakes, though they may not speak common. I wish to communicate and say it's all like, though technically you are being purchased or like adopted, however word suits you better. I do want to essentially say that I don't really like to keep things that don't want to stay with me either. So only if you choose to come with me will you come with me. If you do not, then I will simply be on my way.
Okay.
You best stop.
One second.
I just feel good about lending you. Not lending. Chipping in.
Not not lending so
Chipping in.
So
She's
as
letting
you speak
He's
to
letting
both of these creatures, they kind of look at you slightly confused, but they don't seem to make any motion towards you or away from you or anything like that. They don't seem to understand what you're saying.
Just grab one and see if it's more.
grab one.
Felix, would you like me to translate that?
As she says that, Ricardo, they do understand Draconic.
I do not speak Draconic.
I
If you could
suggest you
relay.
learn.
I will have to.
I can translate if you like. Is that a yes? Oh, okay. Okay, I translate to the big giant
Okay.
drakes with
They kind of look over at you. They look back at Felix. Both of them they both seem willing to go with you. Neither one of them seems to be backing away from you, or They just sort of sit there, waiting patiently.
Oh my goodness.
Do an insight check.
Not the inside check. Wait, can I do an inside check? But I don't know what I'm inciting for.
Yeah, you can do an inside
Which
check.
one likes you more? I don't know.
Not the one
Yeah.
who likes me.
Which one's more eager?
Yeah.
I got a 21. Great.
21. As you look at both of them, the one that's a little bit bigger seems like he's eager to get out into the world. He seems like he wants to move forward, and they both seem loyal, but he definitely seems like he wants to protect. That is his job. That is what he's been trained to do.
He protect. He attack.
He protect and he attack.
And then did I see, like, with my insight, anything with the other one either? Or besides just the light?
Like I said, they both seem eager. He also seems eager to go. Maybe not quite to the same extent, but they both seem willing. They both seem eager. He definitely would do his job. He would definitely protect you. It's not a matter of that. There's a little bit less trust from him right from the get-go. Not just because he doesn't know you. It's not that he wouldn't trust you in the long term, but as of right now, well, he's not so sure.
I'm going to ask Aerodol to please translate and relay that I cannot promise any outcomes. Merely that all I know is ahead lies an adventure. Just no certain results that I can guarantee. If they're expecting something specifically from me.
Okay, she translates that. They both listen and then look back at you. Waiting.
What?
You already said the bigger one wants to go more.
I don't know, man. Whoever touched my hands first? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, you could try it. Put your hand out, see which one comes.
Is it the willingness of them wanting to come throwing you off, or what?
100%. No, wait, they both want to?
Usually
I
the
don't
pets
know.
resist.
Usually the pets resist.
After he just tells them that they have a choice.
Like, you have a choice. You don't have to come.
None of the other ones did, but you do.
I'm gonna go ahead and extend my hand out to the bigger one.
Okay.
Good choice.
So you reach your hand out, and it's, as you do, like that?
Yeah. Like
As you do, it sort of puts its chin on your palm. And
Was that
it's-
Felix or Abby?
That was me. That was no Felix.
All right.
I'm just pet.
It seems to snuggle up with you very gently.
that's cute.
You watch as the other drakes, they seem to start. So for you two, the blue one comes up to you, the red one to you. They both kind of look at you, very excited. I sent you both pictures back. They look very excited, very eager to join you.
I give mine a little piece of jerky. They
It's,
eat jerky.
it snaps up very quickly.
Still have this, and now
I'm gonna send one to you as well. I mean, Pam, I did send one to you.
No,
No?
nothing yet.
No.
No?
Yeah, it's so funny.
Nothing
Yes.
Well, I
Here
take
it
10
goes.
to summon
yet. Own sucks.
Imperial.
Yeah.
Thanks, I'm gonna do that.
The other drakes seem to be kind of wandering amongst you all. Not you, because you're with your dragon.
And narwhal.
You're naming yours Narwhal?
I am not. It looks like one. I'll think of a good name.
Wait, how many did we get?
1, 2, and then
And then bottom three.
Oh,
boy, girl.
Yours is a boy.
Boy, girl.
Girl. Boy. As they do, it's the white one, the black one, and the other green one. They kind of move around all of you. As they do, the black one begins to sort of snuggle up against you. but they're all very friendly, very kind. They seem to be very well trained.
Azul. I'm naming it Azul.
Azul?
Yes. Do you like that name? Is responding well to it?
It seems to not have any issue with
Okay,
it.
then I'm not changing it.
It kind of snuggles up against you a little bit.
Sweet. Look, okay, it's Azul.
And how much were they?
4,500.
I think I'm gonna name mine Etna. Eddie for short. So I have Eddie and Spot.
Is Spot still alive?
Eddie? Yes, Spot's still alive.
You're not
Sorry.
sure.
All
I
right.
haven't seen Spot in a while.
So many
Six
things.
shows.
The
All
implications
of
are
our
evil.
wolves are back at our house. They're being taken care of by our.
As
As
far
far
as
as
you know,
As far as we hope.
The house is probably in shambles.
I trust him.
I got my name.
God, money.
I said I got my name. I do got money.
Oh, I was
I mean,
like,
not so much
okay.
anymore. I just spent freaking a bunch on this Drake and then on hers, hit on Felix's too.
As you summon Uriel, they all the other drakes seem to kind of scamper off away from you because they weren't expecting this giant spectral dog to appear.
I should have warned them I was casting. The 10
Um,
minutes of chanting on the ground.
But Ricardo
was
is
me casting
very
a spell.
gentle with them, and he's just kind of letting them wander right now and letting them kind of bond with you.
What type of drinks are left?
Oh god,
So there is a black one, a white one, and another green one.
the black one is mine.
You know
Are
the
you
white
buying
one's
it?
all
Yes.
rubbing up on
I-
you?
She already
I
changed her gold
already
amount.
changed
Yeah,
my
just get a
money
dragon.
amount.
Okay, so yeah, you go up to Ricardo. Sure. And he takes the gold.
He seems to like.
He does. He does.
Can I go inspect the cart and see how that's going?
The cart?
We left a cart here to tow.
No, because you needed the cart to go with you. You left the scales, and he said he would take good
Yeah.
care of it.
Okay, I thought we left it on the cart. Now I'm remembering the cart.
Correct.
It got fucking eaten.
It got
Yeah,
eaten.
sort of.
Yeah.
It got. Yeah. You don't have the cart.
It disappeared.
Forget I said anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang out with your.
Wait, we couldn't have brought the cart back?
It was gone.
It was gone.
It got disappeared, unfortunately.
It got disappeared.
Disappear is a verb. I'm not wrong.
So in that time that I'm spending with my dragon, they look at me in the eyes. Your name is Sulfur.
Like hydrogen sulfide?
As
It
you
sounds like a word.
Soul
yeah.
fire.
Oh, sulfide.
Like a sun.
That's
funnier
way
though.
better.
as you
Funnier though.
as you
Sulfur.
do you see the dragon's mouth kind of open. It doesn't seem to understand you, but as it hears those words, its mouth begins to fill with flames. None that shoot forward, but it does fill with flames.
And I'm gonna join the group again.
Taking a peek at some of the dragons or the drakes? Okay, yeah, you can take a peek at the drakes.
This is Azul.
I want to see how. the white
Or just
one
like your
is.
wings.
The white one? Okay, give me 1 second. So you move forward towards the white one, and it's kind of looking at you. Doesn't seem to make any motion.
I kind of walk forward. I kind of try to make a connection. I reach out my hand. I kind of bow down. And I'm just going to slow down a little bit so we're kind of on the same level. And my hand's out.
As you reach your hand out, it looks at your hand for a moment, then moves forward and nuzzles it a little.
I'm just a slight bit short.
Are you all doing drinks right now?
So disappear could be used
Listen, if
both
I could have gotten a
transitively
dragon,
and
I would have gotten a
intransitively.
dragon. I said, listen, if I could have gotten a dragon, I would have done that. Chances are, I don't have that kind of money.
I think a platinum was like 100 gold.
Platinum is 10 gold.
Oh, really?
Disappear as both transitive and intransitive. Just sort of say something got disappeared. It's correct. Just so that people are clear.
Oh, we're all clear.
I just don't like it when you question my knowledge of grammar.
My apologies, sir.
Given that you can't spell half the words on your
Pay
fucking
me back
DM
is
screen.
not of importance. You need 1,000 gold, I'll give you
Somebody's
1,000 gold.
cranky.
I'm always cranky.
So Jazzy, the picture I just sent you, it is that, but definitely like more of a black dragon.
But like dark black?
Yeah.
So, Bibbles and I are having a conversation. I'm gonna reach into my bag
They change colors.
and put my hand into his bag.
And then
You're putting your hand into what?
he's spotting me some gold.
Okay.
Because I was a little bit short.
Okay.
So he's sliding me the money, and then I'm gonna pay you. So that leaves me with like 72 gold left. But yay!
Okay.
So,
Just for future references, how much is a baby dragon?
A baby
A
dragon.
gentleman's cash gift.
First of all, you'd have to find someone who is selling a baby dragon.
Oh, okay.
Baby dragon.
Presume they find
Shout
one.
out to Joey.
Presuming I find it.
Chase knows what's up.
That was amazing.
Anyone else want to
That was so good, dude.
He had the worst deck. dude.
Dragon.
He lost every fucking game. Time wizard.
Apollo, you're getting a picture as well. Think of that, but younger. That definitely looks like it's a little bit older. That was the best picture I could find. So a dragon is beyond rare. The situation you guys found yourselves in was a very odd situation, and it was only through his persuasion that he convinced the dragon to let him have one of his babies. On average, you're looking at 30 to 40,000 gold for a dragon. So yeah.
A white dragon's ice?
I mean, I had a third of it.
Yes. So, you guys spend the rest of the day. Those of you who now have drakes. There is one green one left.
I don't
You're
have money.
good.
You want the money?
So Bibble's got the white one?
Bill's got the white one.
You forget, Keg already has a financial obligation.
True.
And he just lost $525, so.
Did you just say Telesync is the financial obligation?
Okay, but in game. In game, people. Don't bring that in here.
But you guys spend the next, the rest of the day basically. So the next probably 8 to 10 hours, all of you with drakes. I know, not you. Training with Ricardo.
Teaching us how.
Teaching you guys. He's teaching you basic commands in Draconic. Attack, stay, calm, stuff like that.
I'm naming my frostbite.
Okay. So, each of you guys are learning different words. You already know Draconic, so you're fine. But he is teaching you commands. He's teaching you how to bond, and they are all becoming bonded to. Yes.
For this session, is it if I were to cast tongues of myself, I'll be able to understand clearly, or is he explain it where I can't understand it?
He's explained where you can understand.
Okay.
Even though you know how to cast tongues, he's
Okay.
just basically teaching you.
Okay, I want to make sure.
Do I have to be present for Drake training?
I mean, it's good to know, because if
I
you're
mean,
ever in a
you can give
situation where like the
commands,
party gets
you gotta
separated and
babysit
you guys
them,
got your
so-
drake,
Okay, alright.
you guys one of their drakes, it would be good to know.
That's enough.
Even though they are bonded to them, they technically belong to all of you. So that was the original deal
Yes,
with
I'm
those
just
two
babysitting.
specifically, but I
Guess
mean,
I'll-
Well,
obviously.
to the extent, I mean,
Guess
they
I'll
need,
sit
they need
through
to
it.
use frostbite or something. I'm not going to say no.
And it wouldn't hurt for you as you realize your dragon doesn't actually understand common yet. It only knows Draconic. So it wouldn't be a bad thing for you to sit in as well.
Oh, definitely.
So
We need a wizard.
you do.
It's crazy we don't have one.
Or a rogue.
Dude,
But-
Phil Pearson, I'm telling
We
you.
don't have a sorcerer either.
So you guys
Sorcerer's
spend
Rogue.
the rest of the day learning all this stuff.
Too, but I like being
I mean, you're the shield.
And by the end of the day, you all feel relatively bonded to your drakes
Calming.
and to your dragon.
This part.
And as you guys all begin to find rest, the ancient dragon says, "Don't worry, you can all sleep. I will keep watch. Be happy." So,
In the meantime, I'm going to take.
The ancient dragon?
the ancient dragon.
Do you remember her name?
Uh,
Because I do. You don't get to look.
This is,
It's hail drip.
That's correct. All
how
right.
big is Roberto's
Yeah.
little place?
Ricardo.
Ricardo's like housing. How big is it?
It's an okay size. You guys would probably still have to sleep outside.
No, like just how big is it?
It's, you know,
Full size house, kind of like a shack.
it's more of a cabin.
So it'd be a small cabin, or we're thinking like
It's
a
like
Utah cabin.
it's a small cabin.
Okay.
The fuck
Then
is a Utah cabin?
I'm gonna go to Ricardo.
Cabin
In
Utah.
our previous adventures, there's a lot of undead that may have escaped. In case they do venture down here, we do have a couple pendants that can protect you. It's up to you if you want to have these hanging on your premises.
He looks up at Hadra and he's just like, I think I'm good. But I appreciate it. It was very kind of you to offer. But
She didn't think that
he
she
looks
was-
up at her again. We're good.
In case she decides to.
You're gonna
Well, I don't know if she was
insult
going
her.
to be here the entire time. She wanted to venture on.
I'm sure she will eventually, but by then, pretty sure that will all be dealt with.
Okay.
But I feel pretty confident. He also looks over the cage, and you see the giant blue drake that he had before, and a green one that was moving along with it. I'm also very well protected.
Alright.
And you saw me in combat. I can sort of handle myself.
Then,
But I appreciate the offer. Thank you.
as he's not looking, I'm going to take one and toss it up on the roof.
Make a stealth check.
Right over this big dragon.
He just watches it go like,
I wonder what that was.
That was stealthy.
Not a sleight of hand.
No, this is a stealth.
What are you?
Solid
Through send it.
4.
clang, clang, clang.
Just smacks the dragon.
As you
Slide
toss
it off.
it, you look over. You think he's not looking. You look back. You toss it. You look back over. He's staring right at you.
Just in case.
Yes.
Did Ricardo already turn in for the night?
No.
He's literally fine.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll wait. I'll wait my turn.
He's just looking at you.
He's talking to Keith.
Anyways, you are welcome to stay here the night. Not in my home. Looks over at Gardon. But you are welcome to stay the night. You are very well protected.
Excuse me, Ricardo.
Yes.
I have a quick question, perhaps a favor.
Mhm.
Do you have an extra pair of shoes in like a 10 and a half?
That's valid. It's valid.
I'm sorry, I don't have a spare that I'm going to part with right now. Maybe when the next trader comes by, I might be able to.
Would you be willing to part with it for 100 gold?
100
Which
gold?
is roughly
For-
100
for
times
shoe-
worth
for-
what the shoes are worth.
For my. Yes, I would.
Who wouldn't? What size shoe?
Like 8.5, 9.
That's exactly what I wear.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
For 100 gold, it sure as hell is.
My friend, here's 100 gold.
Okay, he hands you.
Is he lying about what size they are?
It's hard for you to tell right now, but he hands you a pair
Yeah, he is.
of
What?
Doesn't
boots.
matter.
I'd be like, I'm a size
Do you want to know
6
my passive
for
insight?
100.
Go ahead and make a passive insight.
Passive insight. I don't make a
Oh,
passive.
well, what is your
insight.
passive insight?
It's 15.
Oh shit.
You're not sure.
Oh, he's a sorcerer, isn't he?
Yep.
Fuck.
And I rolled a 16,
Yeah,
so that
whatever.
didn't help either.
Screwed.
Do they fit? You gave him already.
So he takes the 100 gold. Thank you very much for your business, and I hope everything goes well for you.
Now,
all.
if these don't fit, we need to have a discussion about receipt.
I'm afraid that there are no refunds here at the Drake Farms.
We have a new enemy, everyone.
But thank you for your purchases, and I hope you all have a good night. I am quite tired after all this training. Good night.
Yeah, I have to be 10,000 gold richer. Whatever.
Oh, he's quite happy right now.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're swapping shoes around.
Is it okay? I have something else to help negate the loss a little bit.
Okay. So, I try on the new boots. Do they fit?
They're pretty close. There's a little bit more spacious room in them, but it's not like bad. Like you can definitely walk in them pretty comfortably.
Okay. Dude, boots are good.
Boots are good?
I'll grow into them, I guess.
Oh, are they large for you?
They're not like super large. They're a
Just
little
needs a
bit
heel
bigger than what
protector,
he.
that's all.
But
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
still
okay.
they're still
Splits in
comfortable.
it, so I can look more intimidating.
They're still comfortable.
Hey.
Okay.
So here's your boots, Brad.
All right. Thank you. And then I have this very special glove that I call the innate rejection. I'll hand it over to you.
What?
So, when you are casting a spell, if another mage should happen to counter that spell, you may hit them with a lot of. Here's what's up, player to player. 1d6 force damage per level of counterspell as a reaction. Counterspell still goes through, but you're doing a lot of force damage.
Yeah, I hit damage back, so 1d6 per level.
Per level. So
Yeah.
minimum 3d6. And there is no text that says it needs charges. It doesn't say you can only use it once per long rest.
Oh, snap.
You can just do it. Jason's amending that as we
I
speak.
have to look at that right now because I'm pretty sure it does say
He's
that.
making his own rules.
It might. I read it like a week ago.
Yeah, I
It
need. I'm
doesn't. We all
pretty
read
sure
it
it
just now.
does
It's
say
fine.
that.
No, come on.
So I slide this glove on. Is it?
It's a
white?
reaction.
It's a reaction. Okay, is it white and sparkly?
It is
I'll show you
black,
that as well.
but I'm sure that you can have it look however you like. Exactly.
That's not what
The most powerful
does.
cantrip in the world.
I know.
That is not what that does.
It does whatever the hell I say. I am step DM.
We will.
No.
Privilege is revoked.
Pretty much.
I was thinking the same
Alright.
thing.
So it says.
Now we get
This
presentation
glove
rights
was
now.
painstakingly designed by an irritable archmage who grew tired of being interrupted mid-incantation. When another creature successfully casts counterspell against one of your spells, you can use your reaction to release a burst of arcane energy. The countering creature must make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failure, the creature takes XD6 force damage, where the X is the level of the countered spell.
Wait, level of the countered spell?
Countered spell.
Oh, I misunderstood.
And cannot take a reaction until the end of your next turn. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage only. You may use this feature a number of times per day equal to your proficiency modifier.
Okay. Still,
Pretty
that's
good.
pretty good.
I'll send you
right
the
now,
whole
it's 4
text.
next level.
Yeah, that's 3 now. So
I'll send you the whole text.
okay. So I slide the glove on. Like it. I like it.
This is what it looks like.
Oh damn. Okay. That kind of matches with my aesthetic right now.
I don't know how well they can see it on the camera.
And I named it for you.
You did know.
Yeah, the innate rejection.
I like it. It kind of is.
It's poetic.
Oh.
It's kind of. It's basically
Wait,
how
is
we
it a
describe
left hand
my-
or a right handed glove? Because.
Oh, it's versatile.
Oh, nice.
It's a switch. I like it. It basically describes my dating style.
Oh,
That
dang.
A
was the
switch,
point.
but rejected.
Exactly. A switch but rejected. I made myself sad.
After the... oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's. I don't want you to take that the wrong way. I meant it as something endearing because I care about it.
Feels good. I like it.
Alright.
That's how
yeah,
you
this is
break.
nice.
That's how you break into lips.
That does require attunement, so it's going to take one of your attunement slots.
Okay. I've never attuned before, so.
You didn't attune to those boots?
You would have
Oh,
had
yeah.
to, yeah.
But
That's
now
right,
you're
yeah.
unattuned to those.
Okay.
You are attuned to the boots.
Might want to
Let's
switch
go.
out the insoles.
No, they're magic. They stay clean.
Oh, nice.
It's weird. There's a weird smell of pickle juice.
Oh.
But
I can't smell.
after the trading of some items, you all begin to find spots to lay down. As you all do, those of you with drakes, they seem to come up close to you and lay close by, if not up against you. And your dragon is very, very close by.
Do drakes purr? What do they do?
They do not. They do a
They
little.
do that like alligator roar.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
They
that
do,
would be
do like a
so
little.
As a
satisfying.
Oh, so it's like purring. Okay.
Imagine the real sound of a T-Rex. I've heard that before, that's terrifying.
Anyways, you all find a good night's rest, and And that's where we're going to go ahead and take a real quick break. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes or so. We're going to take a shower, you know, as a group.
What?
No, but we'll be back shortly, and we'll continue on and see what happens next.
Shout out to Tamara's 9-person shower.
My what?
Oh. It's like we divulging information on screen.
Hello and welcome back to Die for What?
Me.
There we go.
Sorry, I was lost in thought.
You think?
Sometimes.
Since when?
I think I thought for the first time when I was 8,
Wow. Impressive.
and it's just been kind of autopilot since.
Ah, gotcha.
Insert like.
All right.
Where's my coffee?
In your mug.
The importance.
Anyways, welcome back.
Thanks.
So, we're going to go ahead and jump back into this.
Sorry.
So, you all get a good night's rest, knowing that you are being watched over, and you wake up the next morning. Yes, it was. Say Drake.
Wow, I knew that was coming.
Don't say anything.
It's literally one of the titles of our episode we talked about last time. But you guys all wake up the next morning. Your Drakes close by. They are all already awake, and they are sort of sitting close by, just keeping an eye on what's going on around you.
How often do they eat?
Pretty often.
5 times a day.
Okay.
They do require quite a bit of meat, so that will require...
So do I.
Oh, man.
I think you're looking
Okay.
for a different type of meat though.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
You can only help.
You require
A very
pickles.
specific type of steak.
You,
I like my pickled meats.
Get him! Jump him!
Jump in.
Get his ass.
no!
That's what he wants.
That's exactly what
You're giving him what he wants.
I'm like, please don't spank me.
Get out!
Okay.
It's
I'm
time
gonna
to go
spank
home.
you twice as hard now.
Oh no.
By the way, did you plan for this in your campaign planning?
How'd you just welcome back? Shut up.
Sorry.
Oh,
Drug
bless
dealer.
you.
What is happening?
Pam, you want some?
Anyways, so you all wake up refreshed and ready to go. You see all the golden scales that you guys had procured,
Thank you.
all kind of wrapped up and made into like these backpack things, ready for travel since you no longer have your cart. You see.
I would like to do some hiking this morning.
Okay.
We've been doing hiking all day.
Hunting.
Oh, hunting. Okay.
Okay. Let me finish this real quick. Ricardo seems to have gathered all of your scales, put them into like straps for backpacks, so you guys can carry them. There are 6 different stacks of them. All of them pretty large, so it is quite heavy. Yes.
Are any of them small enough for my bag of holding that has nothing in it currently?
Potentially, yeah. There's two of the bundles could potentially be thrown into
I'll
your
probably
bag.
just do that so they don't get covered in blood or anything.
Okay. All right. So you take 2 of them and you put them in your bag of holding. The other ones are a little too big to be able to fit in.
What are they?
Dragon scales.
Oh, okay.
The golden dragon scales.
Can I put one in one in my bag of holding?
I already put
the
the
ones
ones
that
that
the ones
could fit in
that
the
do
bag of
fit.
holding.
He threw them in his.
Oh, okay.
There's like it's not just one scale. It's right. It's like multiple scales, like 6 of them that are like layered onto each other. So they're all heavy, but you know, able to carry because of the backpack.
Carrying capacity
The young ones you guys have probably could not handle any of these. But you see Ricardo left a note saying that he will he is currently out training the remaining Drake that is still there, along with working with the other full-grown Drakes. But you are welcome to stay if you wish, or continue on your journey.
So I have 2 questions. First one, I didn't mention it. Could I have attuned to my boots overnight?
Yes.
You cool with that? All right.
Yeah, same. Good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Second, while he's hunting, can I just do the training thing?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Got it.
Go ahead and roll a nature check. No, survival.
That's pretty good. 19.
Nice. All right, you get a very good workout in.
It's like the 3rd one under 20 I've ever
Yeah.
I want to ask,
That's what I thought.
Felix.
He is a sheep. Huh?
Now that I have a dragon, you have a drake. You are pretty good in these woods. You want to come with me to go hunting? You need to feed them.
I still feel a little bitter, but I'll go.
Okay.
Bitter.
Oh, bitter.
Team building.
All right. So the two of you begin to
Oh, yeah,
go
what
out
was
to the
that?
woods to go hunt. Both of you guys make survival checks for me, please.
I'll go with.
You want to go with?
Yeah.
Make a survival check.
I was like,
Nat 20.
Oh yeah. Team.
I love these fucking dice.
I was gonna say you probably like the dice tray too.
It's really nice.
I mean, these
Got
are
a picture.
it had a great number and then rolled to a 5, so
You said survival?
10.
10.
I'm not using
Yeah,
that tray no
20.
more. I got a 1.
Not using the tray anymore.
For total.
Yeah.
I'm
Roll
not
again.
getting good rolls on this.
Roll again.
Oh, you have, because you're only, okay.
I rolled on my paper.
Roll.
I'm not using this tray no more.
Why?
Because it gave me a nat 1, and then before
Roll-
that it gave me a 6,
roll
a 3,
roll
a
the
4,
tray
and a
again.
2.
Roll the
I
tray.
bought
Again.
the wrong dice.
Man,
That's
Abby's
wrong
just
guy.
going to disregard Ross's hard work
Seriously.
and beautiful craftsmanship.
Roll again.
Hold on.
Don't let her roll again.
What is that?
Let me see.
11, but 3.
Seriously? You're probably just rolling it wrong.
16.
What did I roll?
I literally was going like that.
Drop it.
Okay, I feel 15, but it was still not one for my first
Someone
one.
tell me what my dice in Abby's box
Okay.
says.
I'll just roll for her for now.
Wait a minute.
Fucking anybody who can see it. One of the two of you who could possibly see it. What did I roll?
I can't see shit.
Huh?
In your fucking box.
20!
Oh,
That's
oh,
a nat
you're tiny.
20
I didn't know.
fucking box right there. There's a tiny
That's
little
a
nat 20.
claw.
Why are you mad, bro? I didn't even know
What do
you
you
threw
think?
it. I didn't know you threw it in
Nat 20
there.
I've ever
That's so
seen.
small. I didn't even know you threw a
I'm
dice
not
in
gonna-
here.
But it
Yeah.
is a nat 20.
Where'd it go?
Yeah.
Shit.
It was a nat 20.
Thanks.
What did I get?
took so long.
It was this big.
It was literally so damn small. It's literally the size of a spinita. How am I supposed to see that shit?
Goose from Goose from
It's just like I said. What did I roll in your tray?
And I'm like, you didn't roll
He definitely
shit,
said
bro.
it
There
like
was nothing
15
in there.
times.
It's literally right here, this little ridge that I could not see unless I go like that.
Wow. That was.
I just I want to fight.
All right. So,
Sorry.
Abby, I love you for the record.
you two who go out, you guys are struggling to get anything. You see it, they rolled really bad.
It's awkward between us.
It's bad.
You're a little more focused on the fact that you're still a little bit of tension between the two of you. Yet, Lokeg is chucking his axe and killing deer, elk. He's just killing multiple creatures, chucking his axe at them all.
Die everything!
Well, just like the people green,
What do
right?
you want
Yeah.
me to
I
do?
get some of that meat for this my dress. Yes.
Lokeg axed down an elk.
They're
Just
hunting for the
I'll give you some meat.
Can I get a squirrel with a 10?
Hey, look, what do you want me to try for us?
Oh yeah, sure, for the drink.
Uh-huh.
Look, what do you want me
you
to
shoot
cook
a
for
squirrel and
us?
it goes and dodges out of the way.
Venison.
It does what?
It goes and dodges.
So how many I
One more
get?
time. Wow. It's like I'm really there.
You
Oh,
got
so
you
the
got two
squirrel's the
deer.
only thing
You got
that-
two deer and one elk.
Okay. They're just coming in and can't throw them all down.
Can I do a perception check of anything flying in the sky?
Make a perception check.
Oh, wait, fuck that.
Why don't you just cast fly, go up there and see?
Internet outages, sharks.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Fucking great.
What'd you get?
Perception is like my best ever.
They sense the
21.
21. You see a bright blue sky.
No birds?
Nothing seems to be flying around the general area right now as suddenly you have Lokeg going, everything dies! He's chucking his fucking axe
the birds
at
are like,
elk and deer and
See, that would scare some birds.
yeah, they're gone. They were already scared. By the time you made the decision to look up, they were already gone.
Look, I just.
But yeah, Lokeg brings back 2 deer and 1 elk.
Hey, look, what do you want me to cook this morning? I can do some backstrap.
You guys
Malevolent
watch
backstrap?
as he drops the
Malevolent.
Malevolent backstrap. You watch as he drops the elk and the deer. The drakes all rush in and start munching on all of it. The dragon moves in quickly and starts eating as well. It's all devoured in no
Good for
time.
them.
Alright.
Fine, I keep them fed.
But you did have a good workout while they were doing all that.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
the
You
one,
were
the one guy who
responsible.
doesn't have a
Yeah.
drink.
Only person here who doesn't have a fucking pet, and I'm feeding all yours.
I mean, I would have gone hunting,
Do
but
not
3 of you going hunting
Pretend like
sounds
you
excessive.
didn't want to do that.
My pet,
That's besides the point.
my pet doesn't eat food.
He doesn't have the money.
Bro, he's trying to.
But again, only one who doesn't have a pet.
Yeah.
Did you want
Sounds
one?
like you should have gotten one, yeah.
No, he has.
No.
He wants some other stuff.
He has a pet.
Okay, then
Good girl.
you might be that.
That's
Okay, I don't know about that.
I'm joking.
Alice thinks feathers fluff up, but she doesn't know why.
More of a.
Second damage.
Okay. Moving on, I guess.
So, you guys watch as your Drakes and Dragon enjoy a good meal. And then...
Taking the Rex.
You're taking the what?
Rex.
Okay.
I like Rex.
Yeah, you do.
Alright.
In game.
And out of
And
game.
out of
And out of game. You see Telesing adjust her armor to where it like just,
I had
it's a little more of a push-up.
I had bountiful bosom. That was my interpretation. From day one. I remember.
Yeah, I do too.
That was her nickname in college.
How the freak did you know that? It's definitely.
Oh, this
G4.
game has literally gone nowhere.
What do you mean? Good day.
We've got
Everybody got
studs.
Yeah, we got
Okay, he's just sitting in the corner killing stuff.
Blue Azul. Beautiful.
So, you guys pack everything up. Who is carrying the dragon skins?
On it.
Pearson?
How many are there?
There's still 3 more.
How
Alright.
much does each one weigh?
Put them into the bag of holdings.
They're not. They don't
You're
fit.
The only ones that fit.
Pay attention.
How
We
much?
already tried it.
How much do they weigh?
They're pretty heavy. About 100,
Oh,
110
So
pounds
definitely
each.
not
I'll
ice.
carry
My
one
strength
each
is a
as much as I
negative
can.
2.
Medina.
For purposes of conditioning.
You strong?
All right. So,
No,
you want to carry 2?
I want to carry as many as I can for conditioning.
Okay. You could probably. You might be able to get 2 on there.
I'm gonna do
I
it.
have nothing left in my backpack, so.
Okay. So the 2 of you throw both of them on your backs and begin going.
Thanks, guys.
Check bitch.
We buy a
They have everything?
They have everything.
Oh, okay.
We buy a cart.
The relief. He's like, oh my goodness.
Ricardo is not there.
He left us a
I'm
note.
still a cart from a cart.
You can certainly try.
We will not.
I'm not.
No.
He gave us all this stuff.
I'm not going to feel it.
Mama Dragon.
I am not doing nothing of the sort.
All right. So you guys grab all your stuff. You begin your trek from Ricardo's to the capital. Is there anything you guys want to do on this trip, or should we fast forward this?
Fast forward.
That's four. I like to just keep going.
Yeah, that's
I mean, is there anything cool like on the way?
I mean, there might be.
Don't do that, because we'll be here all freaking day.
Enough for us.
I mean,
I
if
mean,
there is
there-
something, I'll throw it out there.
There's that one village, but everybody's dead.
The one village you keep trying to go back to.
Already doing like
Why do you think that is?
If you need money.
All right. So you guys begin making your way
Yes, that's all
to the
that
capital
is right there.
from Ricardo's.
How long do
Are
we
we-
get to the capital?
On cart, it would have been about 3
Well,
we
4
don't have a
days.
cart.
Without
Don't
the
give
cart,
us cart time. Give
without
us
the
foot
cart,
time.
you're looking at probably around 5, 6, maybe even 7 days.
Chase, when we have a cart,
Fast
we'll ask
forward.
about cart time.
Okay.
Do you think there are
I
any
just,
parts
I
in
really
that
want to make you
village
guys
of
feel
the
bad for
dead?
losing your cart and your horses.
Maybe.
It's your fault.
It's not.
Chase, it wouldn't have happened if you didn't say so.
At no point did anybody scout ahead.
It literally would not have happened if you didn't say so.
Didn't we just come this way?
Huh?
Didn't we just come this way?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
that's
are
how we
going
get
back
back.
now.
We didn't even look.
So it's been scouted.
You did not.
Where's the next
Yeah.
And there would have been a cart.
We couldn't have scouted ahead
Where's
because
the
no
next
one could
closest
see
town?
anything.
You could have sent somebody in.
Dude, it was
For
it
what?
was dangerous.
Yeah, it was dangerous.
Okay,
So
so-
you can't send someone in.
So you're judging us.
Sacrificial lambs,
You're
it's a
judging us
thing.
for losing a cart when you would have rathered us lose a player.
Yeah, it's more fun that
Guys,
way.
Pearson kills himself. He hangs himself in the
No,
tree.
dude,
Right away.
Every turn is
I'm making up for lost time.
That got dark real fast.
Get the
Anyways.
diamonds out.
Yeah.
Let's watch him do it again.
Anyways.
Wow.
Where's the
Go ahead.
next closest town?
Nice closest town.
Okay. Put down the fort. That's ridiculous.
So, from Ricardo's home, you guys could go to Vandor,
Is this heavy?
or
That's where the red dragon went, though.
that's where you believe you went, yeah.
Okay.
Or you could go to the capital of Straight.
Is that on the way to where we're going?
Yeah, that's where you're going.
We're
You're
going
really
to
heading
the
that direction.
Okay.
Wait, the capital is where we came from, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go there.
Yes.
I'm
okay
Straight
with
up.
going. Yes. Straight go with
I was
you.
just gonna see if maybe there's a place we can buy a card all the way, but we're going there, so let's just go.
I mean, there's a couple of farms that you guys passed that you might be able to purchase a cart if you wanted to.
Let's just.
We don't have any horses.
You could also purchase horses.
We have a low cap.
Can Drakes drag carts?
They're
not
babies.
the size they are now, but at some point, yes, they could.
They could do the Iditarod.
There's no snow right now.
I'm just saying they could, hypothetically. Why are you trying to mess up my story, man?
What if we put wheels on a sled?
I'm messing up your story?
That's crazy.
You mean a cart?
It's different.
You guys have been destroying this world from day one.
You invited us to be here.
I know!
You should
And I'm
know by
loving
the
it, but I
party
also regret it. No.
that you was
Aw,
going to
dang,
destroy all your plans.
Look sad.
You knew exactly who you put at this table.
Motherfucker describes being a DM and he's like, I hate it.
You handpicked every single one of these people.
I did. Holy crap. What was I thinking?
Your master.
This is where the DM has an existential crisis. If you all
It's
watch
like,
slowly,
these are the
you
choices
will
I've
see it.
made and what I've come to terms with.
No.
Because chaos is more entertaining.
All right. So anyway, so we're gonna head out.
Okay. You guys
Drag
begin
out.
making your way.
Like a baby.
The first day, very uneventful.
Do we see any farms?
You do see a couple farms.
Head out.
Let's stop at a farm.
Okay.
All
As
right.
you
Get it real
do,
quick.
okay. So yeah, you're going towards a farm, right? As you do, you're walking with a ruby rose gold baby dragon, and
Go well.
Well,
five drakes.
Let me
This won't
let me go on
And
top.
a giant celestial dog.
let's go
Yeah, but
up
he
there.
looks
Let me-
friendly.
Okay. They're gonna wait. And
the
Garth
dog
and I
has a
are gonna
different
walk
space.
up by ourselves.
Okay.
So
I'll use a draconic command. Stay.
yeah.
He doesn't look so
How do you say stay in Aaron, how do you say stay in Draconic?
Sure.
That's how you say it? No way. Really?
Just do the Tim Taylor grunt.
That's unfortunate.
What about the Tim Allen joke?
Well,
Oh, this is
Tim
so
Taylor, it's his
complicated.
character anyways.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
So, alright. So, Garda and I are gonna walk up and we tell them to stay and like, who do we see? What do we see? How do
So,
we see?
you see a couple farm hands. They seem to be cutting down some wheat in the field. They do have a couple of carts out there, a couple of mules that pull them.
I say, hello, fine gentlemen, ladies, what are we?
They're gentlemen.
Hello, fine
Gentlemen, ladies.
Hello, fine gentlemen. May I ask you a question real fast?
They kind of stop looking at you both a little suspiciously.
I understand it's weird.
Especially since you guys are very human looking, and this is the Beastlands.
Yeah.
This is a group of furbolgs who are all out here
Very boys,
till-
huh?
tilling. Oh.
Get him out, get him out, get him out.
Oh, for bald. Sorry. I got excited for a second. I apologize. I really am not trying to interrupt. I just have a question. Do you guys own this farm?
Yes, we do.
You do. Okay. I see you have a cart over here with maybe a mule or two. Would you be willing to part with one of those for some gold? We've got some stuff, some heavy stuff we're trying to carry. It's getting a little cumbersome.
A big word for them.
We've run into some bad luck recently on the road, and we need a new cart.
So we're.
But we
it's-
can
it's
pay
a
you.
fair, Yeah, we're willing to pay you. You're back there. We're willing to pay you, and it's a fair trade. We'll give you a good price. But are you willing to part with a cart and maybe a mule or two?
How much gold do you have?
How much are
No.
Well,
To be fair, Bill only has like 75 anyways.
Oh, you. Okay, you tell how much you have.
yeah.
Some of us are packing right now.
Oh. Give us.
Okay.
What do
But
you
I like
think
money,
something
right?
like this would be worth?
He looks over at his cart.
Listen, I'm a simple farmer. I don't wish to take advantage of anybody.
And honestly, we're just simple adventurers, and it's the same thing for us. We don't want to take advantage. We want to strike a very fair deal.
Well, it's odd to see people of your sort here.
We
But,
What?
Do you know who Nyla is?
the princess?
Yes.
Well, of course I know
You
who
know
I
how
am.
she just recently returned back to her palace, correct?
She did.
She did.
Excellent. I knew there was worry about that.
We were the adventurers that actually brought her back.
Oh, good for you. I'm so happy to
So
hear that.
I understand that it's weird seeing us here, but just know that we've come here under good terms, and we're here just to try and we're trying to get back now and take care of some other stuff, and so we just need a cart to help carry some of our stuff.
Oh, well, fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. For the cart and 2 mules, you said?
Yes.
Sorry.
This is like perfect
40
music.
gold.
40 gold?
40
No,
gold.
how are we going?
I'll give him 50.
Talk him down. What the fuck?
Oh, you're so generous, sir. Someone who saved the princess and is giving us more gold. So generous.
I told you we were here to not, we're in no ill intent, we're just here to try and get our job done. We just need a cart and mules to help us get that done.
Very well, very well.
And yes, we want to help the people.
He walks over, he grabs the reins of the mule and pulls it over with the cart.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
As you guys get into the cart, it's definitely an older cart. It's a very, very used and worn.
It's been through some things.
Alright.
He probably overcharged you a little bit, but
Oh, no doubt.
the mules are decent. You know, they're relatively young mules that seem
Oh,
to
that's
know what
sad.
they're doing. Because you know they're gonna die.
Whoa, hang on.
Yeah. We bring,
You're putting that energy out there.
we bring them back to the
Do you
trace
have
and
any
just-
older mules? Ones that have led
Oh,
a
definitely
good
got
life.
Not the good life.
So
You see him kind of look over your shoulder.
we, it's an odd sort, I get it.
Do you have a dragon?
Yes.
No.
No.
It's a friend.
We don't want the word getting out too much about our group and a dragon. I don't want them to get too much attention.
I
Well-
agree with that.
Fair bit of advice. A dragon can't really be hidden.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean,
What
you
if I
kind
put
of
like a little,
It's
know,
a dragon.
blanket
So
on its
we
head,
don't
like a
want
little
people
hoodie, like ET?
spreading word about our group having
if they
a
if
dragon.
people see it, they
They'll
see
see it
it.
eventually.
But try to just not be like, hey, yeah. Anyways, this place, yeah, they've got.
He looks at the extra 10 gold you gave him.
Oh,
I don't even know what your group is called.
Done.
Up.
I like it.
Oh,
Okay.
we're the.
Okay.
Dude, don't you dare.
Didn't you hear me?
By the way.
No, yeah. So thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and your crop looks very bountiful this year. You must have done a very good job.
Oh, well, we try. We try.
It was all mules.
Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.
You as well, great adventurers.
What was your name, sir?
Oh. My
Bring your stuff
name.
tonight?
This guy hates being a DM.
I know. I had to do it to him.
My name. Oh well, it's an interesting name. You know, the one that you don't really hear a lot of these days. I'm definitely not one of those Jack or, you know, anything like that. It's definitely a very, very interesting name. One
to
that
hear?
you really wouldn't
Like-
hear anywhere
I'm not
else
totally
at any
looking up
given
right
time
Like-
whatsoever.
Raphael.
Okay.
it sounds like there's an interesting
Open
story
house.
behind this name.
No, my parents were just a little bit original.
Where
His
are they now?
name is Timothy.
It's Mackenzie.
Kinsley.
Oh, that's awfully specific.
He comes back
Is
to Bob.
your name Borat?
It is. No.
Is it Bob?
Phineas.
Great line.
Phineas.
And Ferb.
Well done.
That was the other farmhand.
Bro, shout out to the new season.
I know. It's good.
It's pretty good.
Dude, the Firefly song? The ones that are the Firefly girls?
Yeah.
My name is Balnan.
Oh, that's right, Bob name.
Balnan.
Ball none?
Balnan.
You have
Ball
no
none.
balls?
Balnan. Balnan.
Of all the names I could have picked,
He
I
picked
feel like
one that
that
says
was gonna
ball
be fake.
none.
Balnan.
you picked the one that you knew
come
that I was
on.
gonna give you crap for.
Hey, He did say it was one of a kind, that you wouldn't hear it for a round.
That is definitely a name
I
that a
haven't
mother
heard that
can
one.
Write
Do
that down.
nuns have balls?
He's a steer.
What?
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 You
Okay,
I'm
anyways.
so
Ballman,
confused.
it was nice to meet you. I'm Bibbles.
You as well, Bibbles.
You have a good one.
That's just a code name, though, so don't, when you're talking about the dragon you saw.
I already
It's
forgot
not
the name. Bubbles? Bubbles?
It was actually Baldwin.
But that's my name, and it
It
is
was a
rare
small
and
throat.
original.
It's rare where you're from.
No, mine was Balsam.
Oh no.
Oh no,
I
it's...
I grew up with 3 Baldwins.
Oh!
I knew a guy like that once.
And here I thought... and here I thought I was so original.
That was
Yeah.
Medina, not me, I swear.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyways, you have a wonderful day, Ballman.
Thank you, you as well.
What's your last name?
Run.
Leave the men alone.
A plenty. Ballman a plenty.
Wow. Okay, as we
All right.
exit, just stand down the road there.
I feel like I
I'll
should
leave.
go home.
We're going.
Okay, so I'm gonna head back
This
with.
is a weird
I'm
night.
gonna head back leading the 2.
You're leading this weird night. Just
Wow, I am. Okay.
So as I walk back to the group, I make sure that I'm watching everybody in their drakes to make sure that they're not getting out of hand to come attack the donkeys.
Oh, there's definitely some hungry looks at. in
I
their
get
eyes.
that, and I'm like, guys, check your
Friends,
drinks.
not food.
Friends, not food.
There you know, can you let him know?
Thank you.
as they all are like, how do I say that?
Go ahead.
Sure.
How do you say it?
I don't
We
know.
need to hear it.
It's fun being put on the spot, isn't it? Not so funny anymore.
I wouldn't be.
Go ahead.
That's it's your world in
That's
your languages.
character knowledge,
Look,
not
we
player
even got
knowledge.
How do I say it?
It's funny for my other game.
Go ahead
I'm
and
actually inventing
stall while you
Draconic.
Google.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was actually gonna say after this that you should totally come up with a version.
I'll just make my own language.
You should. Anyways,
I'll call
how
the
do I
people
say
from Lord of the Rings.
it? How do I say it?
The people, you mean Jolkin, Rolkin, Rolkin, Tolkien?
No, the people who actually invented the Elven language.
Yes,
That
they
was
did.
Jolkin Rolkin.
Tolkien, Rolkin, Tolkien did that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He was a linguistics professor.
Oh,
That's
cool.
exactly. Yeah, that's true.
I thought you were a
Can I-
fanboy.
I could also reach out to the people who did
And an artophile.
did the Game of Thrones stuff because they did Dothraki, Targaryen, all that kind of stuff.
Didn't they make Klingon an official
Not
language
Targaryen,
too?
Valyrian.
Yes.
Anyways,
I knew what you meant.
yeah, thank
I
you.
was gonna give you shit.
I know. That's why I changed it really quickly.
So
Um,
I go back to the group and I'm like, hey guys, we were able to get a cart with 2 mules for a fair price. So we can put, if you guys want to put your scales on there, so you're not having to carry it, you can go ahead and do that, and we can load up whatever else we need to.
Alright.
Carry down your
Thank you.
rains.
It's good for me to carry them, so I'm gonna carry them.
If that's what you want to do, absolutely. But I'm
Chill
just
it
saying, you know,
tight.
we have a cart now.
I'm not
Let's
going to that.
let's not try to break this one.
I don't think we tried to break any of the rest of them.
Okay, but we also didn't try not to apparently because they've all broke.
Well,
Listen,
you had a couple
Yeah, for
giants
different
just
reasons.
slaughter, then zombies
And
and
to be fair,
fog.
one of them was my fault in the very beginning. I get that, but we gotta work on
It's not us, it's everybody else.
this.
everyone else is the problem,
Actually,
not
it wasn't
me.
me, I don't think.
I was just getting tossed out of the cart.
Wait, who killed the villager?
You, probably.
No, wasn't me.
I don't know.
Then I'm out of guesses.
I think it was you.
Me? I
Oh,
wouldn't have just
Pearson
murdered a
wouldn't.
villager. I hate to
No,
break it.
somebody had a bad handling and accident.
Animal handling, and you guys rolled the cart and did kill a villager,
that
but Telesig
Tulsi?
brought him back.
It might have been
That's
me.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds
No,
about right.
I definitely rolled a cart and killed 2 horses.
I've killed before.
Yeah, that was the one.
That
You
was
were
the
like
one.
villager.
Yeah.
I guess I did. That's crazy.
I would never have.
Listen, guys, I took proficiency with land vehicles. I'm gonna use it. I don't
Yeah,
care what you
that's
say.
why
So,
we got
You
a
guys,
druid here.
you guys get loaded up. Other than Pearson, who wants to do a little bit of training with this.
When he says it, I feel like we're getting in a Land Rover.
You guys get loaded up. You jump in. Your drakes all jump in as well because they're not gonna walk. The dragon tries to get in, but then the cart starts to. And you guys kind of push him back out.
Uriel, can you keep this dragon company? He's very nice. Thank you. Is he nice?
Is he nice?
In
We'll find
Draconic,
out.
Isn't it pretty nice?
in Draconic, you hear.
I want to ride the cart too. My legs are tired.
And do you think Uriel would carry you?
I'll hop on. I'll just get on.
I think that he could. I don't know how happy he would be about it. Uriel, would you or could you carry this baby dragon?
I could.
Would you be willing to?
Sure.
I'm gonna
For
picture
you,
this
dragon
baby
stacked
dragon
on top
that he
of a
can
giant
ride on.
Yeah.
Doggy and
He'll carry
Yep.
it.
Okay. You guys watch as the dragon sort of flaps his wings and takes flight, and then slowly lowers himself onto Uriel, and Uriel's like,
I know. If you get tired, let me know. I'll put the scales on the wagon and I'll carry the dragon.
I'm okay.
How much
That does not sound okay.
it's the size of. It's a little bit bigger than a pony. So it's a pretty good
more
size.
than about
It's like a
15 hands.
Komodo dragon.
Would it be better if
Okay.
your dog
Bigger than a
was
Komodo
horse?
dragon.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
like a
too big,
15
it's
hand
dog.
pony.
You could
Thought you could change.
For 10 minutes, a second level spell slot, you can change it.
It's really big for a pony.
All right, so you guys load everything up, continue to move. You running alongside it for as long as you can, so you have to throw them into the cart and then jump in yourself from just being tired.
Yeah.
Hours. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh, you got it. Check this out. It's a battle for once. 11.
You don't make it too long before you have to throw it in.
For sure.
Your cardio's not quite where you want it to be, but your strength is getting up there. All right, so you guys now are moving at a much faster pace, making your way a little bit closer. As you guys get to the main road, you find a decent spot that seems like a good place to camp. So you set up camp for the evening. This is your first day. Now you have the cart. It does reduce it down to about 3.5 days to get there. So you guys set up camp. Who wants to take first watch?
I'll take first.
Take first watch.
I'll take first.
All right.
I skipped last watch.
Yes, you did. Go ahead and make perception checks, both of you.
12.
14.
14. You don't notice it at first. You're both a little bit distracted, but you guys suddenly start hearing hoof beats coming towards you. A very large number of them. You would have heard them sooner, but it's almost right on you when you guys start to hear it. And suddenly you see a patrol of centaurs, all running towards you at a very fast
We're
gallop.
friends with the centaurs. Do I recognize them?
You don't recognize these ones specifically, but as they pull up, they look at you all. Displaced 8, and they look at the dragon.
Yes.
Yep.
What's us?
Did I wake us all up?
Yes.
Yes.
We
Oh,
were
maybe
not
they're-
told about. And then he's looking around all the What happened up there?
We're
We
starting.
get some friends.
We're starting an exotic petting zoo.
That's okay.
Make a deception check.
The deadpan delivery.
It's pretty fucking good. 22.
These are
Kirsten's
things.
never lied before
These,
in the whole campaign.
these are things you wish to have people pet. And he looks over the dragon again, slightly concerned.
They're very friendly.
They make great companions.
Probably the weirdest dragon they've ever seen, too, huh?
Yeah,
Quite
this is
smooth
like
as well.
a very rose gold with like ruby tint.
It's all
This
of
one's
these
actually
species,
the
essentially.
cream of the crop, as it were.
It seems very interesting. I've never.
It's a new morph.
Anyways,
Yeah.
we will, if you are, will allow us, we will camp with you and guide you to the city.
I was lying. I'm
Oh.
so sorry.
Oh,
They're just pets.
okay. I have heard of guard drakes before, but I've never seen anybody have this many. He looks around at all 5 of them.
Just a bit.
Well, we're level 8 adventurers. We have a lot of money. It's-
What level? What?
Oh, sorry. It's,
You know where the displaced
don't worry.
We're the
Yes, we
displaced
established
several.
that. But very well. With your permission, we will camp with you. That's all right.
So,
My men will keep watch if you wish to sleep.
Oh, thank you.
I'm assuming you're coming back from the mission you were assigned by the king.
Yes.
We will happily escort you.
Oh, real quick, Telsing, that spell that you cast on the beholder, can you do that again real quick?
Sure. Fingering.
What's that?
It lasts for 10 days. You guys haven't been trouble.
Oh, is that? Oh,
No.
that bad?
Nice.
No.
Oh,
think it's
okay.
a bit.
So it's still
I
fresh.
guess we'll hold
It's
on
only
to
been
it.
like
The dice are pretty
3 or
good.
4.
Yes.
Okay.
This
That's
feels
That's good.
Okay, at least a week.
Make it so.
So, you guys do get a good night's rest, knowing that you are fully protected by these centaurs. There's about 30 of them, and they are, kind of splitting the watch between all of them. Your guard drakes and the dragon are a little bit more hesitant about this, but they eventually calm down.
I go over by mine. I just kind of like
Lay down.
comfort.
Little screechy scratches.
You see his mouth open, a little bit of fire appears in his mouth, but he doesn't do anything. He just.
Like frostbite.
But
I can do that too. And I chew up some of those mid lifesavers.
That's called
The winter greens.
Yeah, they spark me
Has to
out.
be
That's called triboluminescence, by the way. I was
Cool.
just teaching someone about that the other day.
anyways, so left my water in there. So you guys
Dude,
get a good night's
dice.
rest. Wake up tomorrow.
Dice are making you sneeze?
Scented dice.
Oh.
You guys travel with the centaurs at a very quick pace. They definitely help to move you guys further, moving people off the road, escorting you. You guys get closer. You guys get to the second night, get a little bit closer. You weren't quite able to make it to the city on the third day, so you guys have to camp one more time, but you are once again guarded. You eventually, on the fourth day, see the city. Yes.
On each of these days, now that we're protected, can I have packed with the wooden blades? No, we're not going to be attacked. And then morning sparring as usual.
Okay. And who are you sparring with?
Who wants to spar?
I'll spar.
Like
Sparring.
Training.
Bad at
Sure.
it.
All right. So
One of these days.
go ahead and make your attack rolls, and go ahead and do training for 3 days, basically.
It's Dex now, though, right?
For you, it's Dex, yes.
I'm packing, so that's actually good.
20.
20,
13.
21, sorry.
21. Did you do it for all 3 days?
Oh my god.
11.
11.
21.
Did you do it for all
21
3
again.
days?
Oh.
Nice.
Only 15. 16 this time.
23.
12.
25.
22.
Okay. The
I was
first,
the last 2 days.
the first day, Gardon beat Medina. Second day, Medina beat Gardon. The third day, it's a really good fight. You guys are doing really good sword dancing, sword skills, and even the centaurs are very impressed as you guys battle it out between the two of you. But eventually, Medina does get the win.
Nice.
Steven, your first 2 days of working out are very, very good. You can feel your body getting stronger. The third day, you're a little bit tired after those first 2 days of like really hard training, and it's wearing on you a little bit. But you do get good training.
I'm old.
All right. So eventually, you guys begin to make your way towards the city. Sorry.
That sounds like good city music.
If I'm not hearing the Whiterun theme, I don't want to hear it.
As you guys got close to the city, two of the centaurs took off to get to the city before you. As you guys begin to approach, you see the gates open, and there is an entourage there waiting for you. Another group of centaurs that are leading you, as well as a couple of Leonin, a couple of Minotaurs, and you see several Aarakocra and Owlin flying above. They begin to lead you through the city, a familiar sight for you guys, as you make your way back towards the keep of the city. As you do, you are led to stables to drop off your mules and your carts before that you continue. They did. Before you continue on foot. You begin to make your way to the white marble keep that you guys have been to before.
kind of built in ancient Greek fashion. You march up the stairs leading to the doors, and as you approach, you hear the guard against the door, a massive minotaur, and the gates. And you hear an announcer. The Displaced 8 have returned. And you guys step inside, and you see Emperor Trothus sitting on his throne, his beautiful white mane flowing behind him. Displaced 8. I knew you'd make it back. Took a little longer than I had originally thought, but I'm glad you made it back safe. So, tell me everything. As you look off to the side, you do see several of his counselors that you guys had seen upon your first entrance here. You also see his wife sitting next to him, and you see Nyla standing close by. She does a little...
So are we telling them everything?
I don't know. What do you guys wish to tell them?
I don't really feel like we have anything to hide.
So just like ancient dragons, hundreds of zombies.
Sure.
As you can
Cults.
tell, we have
Cults.
some new companions with us.
Blood
I did notice, in fact, and he's looking around, and he does look over at the dragon, and he actually does a little nod, like almost like a bow, almost to the dragon. An interesting specimen.
He certainly is. He's very unique in his own. I do have to let you know, his father, Fyrgrim, the Eternal Fire, is an ancient dragon who is on the loose. Although we did save him, he was not too friendly afterwards. I would highly recommend scouting the lands and make sure your people are safe.
You have released
Not
an ancient dragon
exactly released.
into my lands.
Well, the problem being that it was either we release it or we all fucking die and then it gets out anyway. Pardon my lack of decorum.
You
He's
said
not-
fuck to the Emperor.
I say fuck to a lot of people.
Well,
But as well,
You can't help but notice a slight curl of his lips as he's just...
the gold dragon, the Great Heldra, is also free as well. She was a
She's
wonderful
so cool
help.
though.
Absolutely amazing.
And hi, I'm Bibbles. I didn't get to meet you last time.
Bibbles.
The 8th.
Pleasure.
Back from sabbatical.
Pleasure.
And good to see you, Nyla. It's been a long time.
The dragons were merely a slight detour from our main mission, which we were able to accomplish. We did make it to Sutton, but it was far from what we expected. And
So, hold on. Before we continue, we have to address an ancient dragon wandering my lands.
It should be stated.
He already
Two
existed
ancient
here.
dragons.
But
not-
one is not so bad.
I'm not going to say it makes it better. It can't fly.
That's why he was pissed off and destroyed the village. At the
That
Christmas.
is
It's
a
an upside.
positive.
Yes.
Makes it less mobile and easier to find.
We found some enslavers that were trying to use the dragons for their evil intentions. And he was merely a victim of their dealings.
I see. There's a lot going on that I should be more aware of. Very well. Continue.
Once we did make the
So,
Sutton,
hold on. Before we go into the full detail, do you just tell him everything?
Yeah, we'll also point out the pendants. When
Okay.
you do arrive to Sutton, you will find these pendants lined up, keeping back the undead.
Unfortunately, there were no survivors.
There was one survivor.
Well,
They were rude.
they didn't stay surviving.
Wait.
I'll assume you told him of
Yeah,
I'm,
Sure.
We need the crowd
I'm assuming
I wasn't there.
you're talking about the
the halfling.
We'll assume you guys told him everything. From every
we
single
talking
step.
about-
the undead.
The fog, the undead,
The
the Feywild.
Feywild.
Do you guys tell them
And
about the
I'll-
Feywild, or you
Yeah.
keep that to yourself? Okay, you talk about the Feywild.
And then I'll bring
Show
out
them
the
the
beholder
beholder.
tentacle.
You see the entire court's eyes widen at the eye of a beholder being Well, one of the tentacle eyes of the beholder.
So, as you can see, a simple request wasn't so simple.
No, it was not. You accomplished this? Just you?
Well, I mean, there's
The 8 of us?
I slept through the whole fight.
That's what I mean. The 8 of you
I got
accomplished
stones. So I
fighting the undead, defeating a beholder, and destroying an entire cult that has set up camp in.
I'm not sure.
I mean,
if we
Well,
technically
destroyed
they
the
destroyed
entire-
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We destroyed one half.
That's something we were still
The other
concerned
half just
about.
kind
Put
of
a damp in their
killed
plans.
themselves.
There might be more
Yeah.
cultists
Yeah.
in other
Themselves.
areas, though.
I mean,
Well-
they definitely accomplished their plan.
They
It's not
released
to their
something.
liking.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should tell them about that.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the
thought we did.
name Vera?
You see confusion go across his face. I've not heard this name.
Orcus.
Oh, well, good. It was an entity.
There's
of
not
sorts.
too many alive that don't know the name of Orcus. That is a very common phrase used, considering it was only 800 years ago that he was walking this planet.
This
Vera
Vera,
wants it to be
almost said
less
Earth.
time.
I did almost say Earth.
Vera had a bit of a partnership with Orcus.
That is concerning.
And we have
Witness.
hindered their plans, but we weren't able to destroy this Vera or whatever it is. We're not able to penetrate this rock that she resided in.
See him hold up his hand. He waves his hand over, and the Loxodon moves over, and he puts his hand up and he starts whispering to the Loxodon. He nods. He then waves over another Leonin. He comes over, he whispers something to him as well. Very well. We will begin doing research on this Vera. We will also send patrols in search of this ancient red dragon. And we will put all of our cities on high alert. All of our military will be ready for anything that may happen from this Vera. What is everybody's passive insight?
15.
15?
Passive is 10 plus our insight bonus.
Yes,
right?
correct.
13.
13.
12.
17.
16.
17.
11. Yes, because you have eyes.
Okay.
It's the same. But only because you have proficiency.
So,
17.
17. So, obviously, we owe you far more than what I had promised you. And you wait as you see two Leonin bring out a very large chest. This, I hope, will compensate you.
How much is
There's
it?
a deed to a house in there.
It's a very nice chest.
But
You were
what's in front
gonna
of
say
it?
that.
Do you really say that? You see Emperor Trothus stand up, and he walks forward, reaches forward himself, and opens the chest. Inside, you see platinum,
Ooh.
gold, and diamonds and gems.
Take the diamonds.
How much of each do we get?
What if I want one diamond?
There is
That's so funny.
about 20,000 golds in this entire chest, total.
And how much platinum?
That's total. That includes the
So that's
platinum.
just the value of the gold and platinum.
Okay, so we each get 2,500.
2,500
I'll
apiece.
take that.
And gold.
Guys, out of 7. I wasn't there for this.
Okay,
You're
Reward is
still
not
part of
mine.
the team.
you're still part of the team.
This
We're
reward-
giving it to you
How that
anyways.
This
works?
reward is not mine.
Okay, what's the.
Shut up and take your 2,500.
Because you're going to need it for us
Say that again?
How much in platinum?
future.
1,500.
That was it.
And you
Total.
get
Total,
35.
total.
Tell
Yeah,
you
so,
what,
like, there
we'll-
was-
We'll divide
okay.
it against 7, and then the rest
So
of us will
there
choose
was
ice stuff
about-
if we need it.
Fine, we'll do that.
5,000 gold and 15,000 gold worth of platinum.
2,857.
Okay.
So total.
Yeah. 28.57 each.
28.57 each, and then whatever
And
Bev will
14
say something we're just
silver.
gonna buy it for him.
There was
Against
about
his will, yes.
and then to add on to that, there's about 2,000 gold worth of diamonds.
I'm going to take that, friends.
We should give Billy
Well, what if
some
I
of the
want one?
diamonds so that he can make some potions
that's
and then
right.
you get the rest.
That's right.
Hold on.
I want some
Right.
Let Telesine hold on to
Diamonds
them,
are holy.
because if
Diamonds.
someone goes down, it's better for her
I
to
know.
have it to bring him back up.
I'm telling her.
Then if someone
She
needs a
doesn't.
potion, then I'll just get one from her.
Oh wait, I used it for you, right? Last time? The math is incorrect.
Well, how many potions can
Yeah,
you
the
get
diamonds I
out
gave
of
you
one
was enough to
diamond?
bring it back.
300 diamonds per
Right.
Okay, so other than the gold, it was just the diamonds, right?
Diamond? Yeah.
I
That's
used
pretty
it.
good.
Man, you said we get 28, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2,857.
But also for
Because
one
2857.
But also for one diamond, I can also make a potion of fire.
Yeah.
So I can make potions of fire
I
breathing.
don't know if I said diamonds for making potions. I'm really blanking on that one right now.
This is what
So
I
you just-
remember. I even have like diamond dust here that I bought from the lady. Like I
Huh.
very clearly remember this, but
Okay.
maybe we'll sit down and
Maybe
Yeah.
you just
Or
get all the
subtract
gems,
25.
Telsin gets the diamonds, and then the rest of us get the monies.
get the those too.
So,
I just think that it's unfair to assume no one else wants a diamond.
I give him one.
we get a diamond.
I'll take it.
Okay,
Of
How much is a single
120
diamond
gold
worth?
pieces worth of
People.
diamonds.
Not even enough to do anything with?
I mean,
Aren't they pretty though?
Wait,
Sure.
How many did you say it's worth?
he got one that's 120 gold worth of, like,
One diamond's worth 120?
No, that diamond's worth
That, the one that he got is worth that.
They're different sizes. Who cares?
like real diamonds,
Yeah.
not lab coat.
I'm gonna grab the beholder tentacle. Put that back in.
Nobody says anything.
Moist.
Displaced 8. You are honored heroes of the Druasal Empire. I thank you for what you have done. My forces will take care of the zombies that are still there, and we will hopefully be able to rebuild some.
How many spare amulets do we have?
We have 3.
We could give like 2 to his like. Well, I mean, they can gather more when they get to the gateway.
I'd say if we give them one something to look for,
Yeah.
they'll see them.
Yeah.
Recognize them.
But I'm wondering if we should give the other one to one of the researchers in town so that they can do some research on it, see if they can learn more about the
We can
cults.
just give it to the Emperor and let him decide who to give it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, give one to Emperor. He can give to his leader. So at least they.
He takes one
Know
of
what
the
to look for.
pendants, looks at it with disgust, holds it out to.
Are you familiar with them?
No, but it seems horrid just in and of itself.
Oh, don't smell it either.
I don't plan to.
Yeah. Does
They
the
do
job though.
repel the undead, which is very unique. Is there a way that we can actually extract that magic from these other pendants?
Potentially, yes. A sorcerer might be able to have that capability.
Soak it in some moonshine.
Yeah.
That would repel a lot of things. So, Displaced 8. If there's anything else that you need, please ask. I currently have no missions for you, but if you wish to stay close by, you are more than welcome. However, based on your diplomatic notes that you brought me from King... I am blanking on my own history right now.
King the guy.
Elijah Wood? The guy?
The guy.
Elijah Wood.
Respect this thing.
King Voldar Steelcloud. He seems to want you back in Beskar. I
You said
do not.
Voldar Steelcloud?
Yes.
have
I
not
can't
heard
say I blame him for that, as you are quite efficient in what you do. That being said, he also made it clear that there was no hurry. So, should you wish, you may stay here, or you may leave and go back. But you will always be welcome in the Druasal Empire.
Well, I would definitely like to visit a couple places here. If you'd send us to whoever can show us around town.
Here in town?
Yes. A guide, perhaps?
Of course. Nyla, you're familiar with them. Would you like to join your friends?
Greatly honored.
Nyla, yes, I would. I'd love to.
Your Majesty, would you mind if I ask you a question in private?
As long as you speak up, yes, I'd be happy to.
Very good, very good. Would you mind if I asked you a question in private real fast?
Certainly.
Everyone put your earmuffs on.
No, you don't need to. But, so, step off to the side?
Yeah. So you and the king step off to the side.
How much do you know about dealings and goings on in Vascal?
Speak up, son. I can't quite hear you.
You're right. How much do you know about the dealings and the goings-ons in Vascal?
Well, when you spoke at the exact same volume, it was
Right.
quite interesting.
I
leaned in,
swear
though.
I talked
No,
louder.
not at
No.
all.
You did not.
No.
I have volume regulation issues.
Yeah.
It's such a weird
How
thing, aren't
much
you? a
do you
theater?
know about the dealings and goings-on in Vascal?
Anybody else noticed that he went back down? He started out strong and went back down.
That's literally what they
This is
commented
a
last
difficult
week
thing
too.
for me. How much do you know about the dealings and going-ons in the Vascal Empire? I can't control.
You do the exact same thing every time. It's okay.
Speak into the mic at that
I
point.
know a decent
Get him a
amount.
megaphone.
Not everything. Obviously, I am my own empire. King Voldar Steelcloud and I, we have a truce, and I do not invade in his territory. He does not invade in mine.
What do you know about any possibilities of tieflings in large numbers in possibly a military fashion moving into the area?
In a what fashion?
In like a militaristic fashion moving into an area. I'm trying.
Just look up at the mic, talk into the mic at
Yeah.
that point.
Just look directly at yes.
So,
Use
what
your
do you
chest.
know about? Okay, what do you know about tieflings possibly moving into an area in maybe a militaristic fashion? I went to a town called Hilford, or no, Halford.
Heimsford.
Heimsford. Yes, that was exactly what I said. So, and it used to be an elven town, but now there was. It looked like it was being run by tieflings, which is not how it was. And they had their own guards, but they weren't wearing any of the insignia or colors of the Vascal Empire.
I am familiar with Heimsford. We used to do trade with them, but that ended. He thinks several years back. I would imagine it's because of some sort of change in leadership there. As to what exactly happened, I don't know. Again, that is not my territory.
I know. I just didn't know if maybe.
It is concerning, as tieflings do not normally. No offense. Looks over at you, Medina. Do not normally come in big groups that are not hostile.
That's kind of my concern. They weren't stopping anybody that was
no offense.
non-tiefling from coming in, but they were checking everybody.
It is possible that King Voldar has already made some kind of a deal with them, or that they have already been accepted into the position of where they're at. I don't know all the details. That being said, I do appreciate any kind of warning of such thing.
Especially
I
if they
will-
weren't wearing the insignia of the Empire.
You're not there. It was a
Oh,
private
okay,
conversation.
sorry.
I'm sorry. I
He's
jokingly,
happy to be like,
I jokingly brought you into it by accident, but
No offense.
no offense.
He just looks over. No offense. She's like,
What do you
I
mean?
do.
That being said, I will make sure to place some forces on my border closer to the Heimsford territory.
Okay. Do you? I mean, probably not now, but do you know if any trade is still going in and out of there?
From us, no.
Okay. So your trade to them has stopped.
To Heimsford directly, yes. I still have trade with Bascal, but I
Not through that port.
not through that port. No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna. I walk back to the group.
And to the guide.
Nyla,
Oh,
are you okay?
I'm good.
Just
Sorry.
dump this stuff out.
Is there a lot of liquid on the ground now?
No.
Hold on, he is talking real quick.
Still
So Nyla, what would be a tentacle? Is there a place I can take this? Perhaps I could do something, extract some magic
I think I know some people who might be interested.
from this thing, and I'm like running around.
You know, smack
You-
me.
you
Oh,
can,
dude, like meatspin.com.
you can use that for something?
What?
That's
yeah,
a
see if there's a
throwback.
use for it.
Are you gonna get
Me and I might know
taxidermied?
What do you mean?
I'm going to a place.
usually with tentacles, you have to have a wet specimen rather than full-on taxidermy.
I'm not exactly trying to.
Did I miss
taxidermy
something?
the
He
thing.
taxidermied it while I was gone?
No.
You did not.
We're not
I was,
going
I
bad
was
dragon
curious
here.
if he was gonna taxidermy it.
Oh, he's stuffing it.
Oh, this is turned in a different direction.
It's always in
Is
this
it?
direction.
The creature was full of magic. I figured there might be something of use of it.
I'm sure that we can find someone who might be able to do something with that, for sure.
And it sounds like Locag wants to go as well.
Oh, I'm got a specific place I'm going. So, question: was it 3,800 worth of diamonds or 3,800 diamonds?
3,800 worth of diamonds.
Okay, that answers your question.
Thanks.
Big enough.
3,800
I wanna go make-
diamonds worth 1 gold each.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna start taking some, but anyway, I'm gonna go make a payment.
Okay.
2,000 down,
Okay.
30 to go.
It's progress.
None yet, apparently.
Okay.
That
So-
gets crazy.
This is
A
two
lot of
things.
that.
Well, obviously do some of this tentacles and get out of my bag. Make use of it. But also
Locag's having a special
a place that is abundant in books. So I can learn how to
Oh, we
speak.
have plenty of libraries.
Okay. Well, I want to be able to communicate with that dragon, Soulfire.
I can see why he is adorable. And you see her like kind of tickle under his chin, and he.
Yeah, do you have
He
any
likes it.
draconic phrase books?
You do hear her suddenly speak in Draconic, and the dragon
fire giant.
gets very excited.
Aww. What about the drakes? Do they like it too?
The drakes seem nonchalant about the whole thing, but they
Probably just speaking directly to Soulfire.
kinda, yeah.
Yeah. So just those two things, like to learn how to speak Draconic and
Of course, of course.
put a tentacle to use.
1 second.
Wow.
You can help me.
Like, you could have just asked me to teach you, but alright.
We can go to the Temple of Istus. There they may have some books on learning the Draconic language.
Okay. Would they allow me to purchase one?
Then, I don't know. They're
Yeah,
very
price.
protective of their books, obviously.
Could we take notes?
To be fair, I did ask.
We'll have to see. I might be able to take some influence
Or
into
a
this,
hat.
but this is a temple of a goddess of the cosmic deities, so
Ask me to
it
teach you.
would be some difficulties in just taking a book from them. But if they have more than one copy, it's possible.
Okay. Of course, I'll pay whatever they need.
Of course, of course. Is there anything else that we want to do?
We're at tavern.
A tavern? Yes, I can take you to a tavern.
Could you just point me in the direction of an armorer, please?
An armorer?
Yes.
Of course, I can do that. Is there anything else anybody wishes to do?
Like softer pillows.
Softer pillows, of course, of course. We'll use feather. I mean, cotton.
Just softer.
Not just one.
Give
Of
it
course, of
hours
course.
Down
You make her
below,
look
damn.
I flipped it.
If she's ugly, she's just like,
Go
I
here.
feel it. Go to the tavern.
Oh, there you go.
I'll follow you.
Just softer.
Is-
I'm big on comfort.
Is there anything else that? Of course, of course. We'll actually, Father, and you see him. Oh, yes, yes, my dear. Are we providing them a room at the inn? Oh, of course. How foolish of me. I'll send word right away. And you see him go
Some
off.
kind of stabling for our companions as
Yes.
well.
I don't have them in our room.
Of course. We would happily take care of them.
You.
Drake kennel or something.
As you guys begin to prepare to leave, you see the Loxodon come over to you, Gargo. Your dragon. I wish to speak to you more about him.
Of course.
And of course, if he is willing. And Nyla translates in Draconic to Soulfire. And the dragon. So, very well. Please, if you wouldn't mind, I wish for you to join me at. Sorry, did I find it here? At the Temple of Eldath. Whenever you're ready. Dragon's Stone. Really want to go. Is there anything else that you guys want to do? I'm happy to guide you wherever you want to go.
Just point me in the direction of the tavern. I'm ready.
Okay,
I'll go to the tavern after I make my payment.
okay, excellent.
You
Well,
go there, drinks are on me.
post office.
Kinda.
post office?
I got it.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I could take you to a post office. That's not a problem at
Post
all.
office.
You don't need to take me if you don't want. I don't want to.
I'm already
disturb.
It's not a disturbance. I've missed you guys. We've traveled so much together.
How are your studies coming?
Quite well, quite well. I feel like I've gotten quite a bit stronger. And
Basically made the plan that
You seem
we're gonna
confident.
Thank you, Pearson. I was so happy to learn with you guys and have this opportunity to travel as I did. It was a harrowing experience to begin with, but it turned out.
It doesn't change.
Oh,
It's still harrowing.
that's
No.
unfortunate.
Felix died.
What?
So did Gru.
I don't want to think about it.
What?
Tell
Felix,
us
you
you
See it in my
died?
stone.
dreams.
Felix, what happened?
It's kind of a thing that we do.
There's a reason we call Medina the yo-yo.
Wait, how many of you have died?
Just 3 so
Just
far.
3.
What?
Yeah.
That's a lot, though.
But how many
You-
times have you gone down, Medina?
You've
That's not your
died,
business,
died?
Bibbles. You weren't there.
Oh,
How many
my.
times have you gone down?
You have a lot to catch up on.
None more than
Clearly,
conscious.
clearly.
Whoa.
Well, I'm happy to hear you out and talk to you about this. If you, Felix, if you need to talk about it, Garudan and Medina.
Felix hasn't stopped to think about it since he got
We
back.
definitely need
Tell
therapy.
us he
We're
wants
not
to turn to
getting.
stone.
Turn to.
Oh, she's better now, though.
Well, I see that. She
got
turned me into a
better.
newt.
Go better.
Got better. Well, yes, please. Let's go visit some of these places. Then we can all go to the inn and we'll sit down, have some drinks, and catch up. It's really good to see you all again. All right, come with me. And she begins to lead you out of the keep, down the stairs once again. You guys are reunited with Nyla. They are working to get you guys lodgings as well for your dragons and your drake. Your drakes and your dragon. I did the plural wrong on that one. But you guys step out into the city, excited to explore and see new things. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's episode.
Happy ending for once.
Happy ending. No suspense on this one.
Yes.
And suddenly a rift opens up.
I mean, there's suspense
And
for
Pearson
me.
jumps in.
How about my dragon?
It was a calculated risk.
Asmodeus himself appears from the 9
We
hells.
would have been better off if it was just me. I'm just saying.
Thank
Very
you all
almost
so
died.
much for joining
love
us
you.
tonight's episode. We love you all. We hope to continue to do this and hope you enjoy our stories. And thank you all so much. We love you. Have a good night.
Good night. Thank you.
I love most of you.
I love all
Jesus
of you.
Christ.
I know I'm in the most.
Wait, which ones of us aren't?
Not
You don't want to know
guys.
that answer?
Oh.